How are you feeling? How long have you been here?
3 months, May 17th.
And what brought you?
That's difficult to answer.
Eventually resulted in your being here in the hospital.
That's difficult to answer.
is the end. There's a noise inside my head of crying people facing death. Is this the end? Is this the end? Oh, I'm burning in the stone. There's no place to hide. I'm burning in the stone. This is the final time. What have we done to the world? What have we done to the world? I'm burning in the stone. There's no place to hide. I'm burning in the stone. This is the final sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Travel the world and the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to get used by you. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to be out you.
Who the fuck is Karlyn? She's just some sweet lady. She's like in a knitting. She does like a knitting stream. She's like a knitting YouTuber. She does knitting.
Well, welcome to Late Night Nitwits stream. And listen, I usually don't stream on Sundays. And we just had a great movie night in my supporter Discord. We watched Dark City, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's an incredible movie if you haven't seen it. I haven't seen it in a long time. But I feel as though I'm obligated to do a late night stream right now. And just to warn people, just to set expectations. When I go live at night, you're going to get a drama stream. This is going to be a drama stream. I'm telling you right now, this is going to be a drama stream. I am not going to be covering the left right now. I am not going to be behaving responsibly. I am going to be bitchy. I'm going to be catty. I'm going to swear. I am not going to be my best self. I am not going to be in my highest good because this is a late night nitwit stream. And you know what? Listen, as a person that exists on the internet, I don't particularly like this reality about the internet. I really, really don't. But I have learned in my years of being on the internet that if I'm going to exist in this reality, then I'm going to have retards coming at me and trying to start drama. And some people might say, Karlyn, why don't you just ignore the retards? Just ignore the retards. They'll go away. Oh, no. Because I've been doing this for a long time now. And in the 5 years that people have said to me, Just ignore the retards, they'll go away. The retards have never gone away. They've never gone away. I literally haven't thought about Jeremy from the Quartering in years. In years. Why haven't I thought about Jeremy from the Quartering in years? Because Jeremy is a low IQ retard that is beneath me. And so I hadn't thought about him in years and years and years. Until this morning, or I should say this afternoon, because I slept in today, man. Did anyone else sleep in today? It was a good day to sleep in. I did not get up until the afternoon, and it was glorious. It was so good. But as soon as I woke up, of course, the first thing I do is I pick up my phone because I'm an idiot, and I keep my phone right next to me in bed. And the first thing I did when I got up was pick up my phone, and I look in my YouTube comments. And in my YouTube comments, there weren't many of them, to be honest, but there were one or two YouTube comments sprinkled in saying, Jeremy from the Quartering totally just exposed you, you grifter bitch. And I was like, what? Why the fuck is Jeremy from the Quartering even talking about me? What does this have to do with anything? Why do I have retards in my I try, guys, I try so hard. I try so hard. I try so hard to have a retard-free zone on my YouTube channel. I try so hard to have a retard-free zone. I don't even interact with other content creators if I think they're going to bring retards into my comments. I have a very high bar for the content creators I will interact with because too many content creators on the internet, people think that all publicity is good publicity. Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. When content creators appeal to retarded low IQ audiences, I can't collaborate with them because it just means more low IQ retards are going to come into my channel, and I don't want that. I am building a wall around my YouTube channel so that we can exist in the midst of this retarded environment without letting the riffraff in. This is an exclusive community. This is not an inclusive community. And so I was so perturbed this morning when I woke up and I found Jeremy Hamby's retard audience in my comments on YouTube because I was like, man, I haven't even thought about that guy in years. So what the fuck is going on? What's going on? So apparently what happened is, oh, actually we've got some super chats. I'll talk to this guy about it in a second, but you can see right there. Oh, look at that. Frauds grift off Charlie Kirk. Let's talk about that in a second. But first I want to acknowledge some super chats. We got Sith over on Rumble. I watched this live and noped the fuck out of the live chat. It was like, dude, what the hell have you done to expose this shit? He was saying the stupidest shit. See, I haven't watched this yet. I have not watched this yet at all. And so I'm gonna find out what he said with you guys. Rottweiler said he's bald, he's broke, he's dented. Well, we're gonna find out if he's broke in the course of the stream. I'll tell you that. What up, my knitters? Yeah, exactly. What up, knitters? What up, knitters? You can even use the hard R, knitters. You can do that on this channel. It's allowed on YouTube. So I woke up and I find this piece of shit. Frauds, grift off Charlie Kirk, and there's me. There's me. So what's this about, do we think? Now, I find this to be very, very, very curious. And I'm gonna lay out my case before we even watch this video. I have not watched this video yet. I'm gonna find out what this video is about with you guys. But I have a sneaking suspicion that I know what happened. I have a sneaking suspicion. And let me just lay this out. Because listen. I think it is just intellectually dishonest on the face of it to say that I've grifted off of Charlie Kirk. I have made almost no content about Charlie Kirk because, like, I think if we're gonna evaluate, have I actually grifted off of Charlie Kirk? The very first step would be Karlyn needs to make content off of Charlie Kirk in order to grift off of Charlie Kirk. So let's just go to my YouTube channel. Let's see what content I made. We can see here. I did do a stream the day Charlie Kirk died, about an hour after the whole incident happened, because I was on another live stream when it happened. I actually found out that Charlie Kirk was shot while I was on a live stream on my Substack. And then about an hour later, I had my scheduled show. There's no other topic I could have covered on my show. Let's just be honest about it. There was no other topic to cover that day except for what happened to Charlie Kirk, and it was a tragedy. And so, yeah, I did one live stream about Charlie Kirk on the day he died, about an hour after it happened. The next day, I got on an airplane and I went to New York City. That stream that I did about Charlie Kirk was the last stream that I did for several days, because I went to New York City literally the very next morning on a trip I had planned for weeks leading up to this. Let me put the chat comments on the screen so you guys can see the chat. I went to New York City the very next day to go undercover at the anarchist event that I ended up covering after that. And so I didn't do several streams for several days. You can see the next streams on my channel are live from the New York Anarchist Book Fair. There were two because there was technical difficulties with part one, so we had to do a part two of the New York Anarchist Book Fair. And that was what I did on Sunday. So Charlie Kirk died on a Wednesday. On Thursday, I did no streams because I was undercover. On Friday, I did no streams because I was undercover. On Saturday, I did no streams because I was undercover. I flew home on Sunday morning, and immediately as soon as I got home, I started covering the New York Anarchist Book Fair on Sunday because I was still doing that project. Then on Monday, I did a 2-hour introduction to queer Marxism. On Tuesday, I did a whole stream about Queers Bash Back. On Wednesday, I did an Abolish the Family Marxism stream. On Thursday, I did a stream about an Antifa professor. And then on Thursday evening, I found out on this live stream that I was going on Fox News. I got about an hour's notice to go on Fox News, which is why I kind of looked crazy on Fox News, because I didn't really have any time. But I literally found out I was going on Fox News on this stream. And in fact, you guys can see exactly when I found out I was going on Fox News because, oh, wait, I have a clip of that. No. I didn't say he was self-employed. He works for universities. They work for universities. You guys think that leftists don't have... What? I just got... Hang on. I have to make a phone call. I will be right back. I'm going to let this play. I have to make a phone call right now.
Period of anti-globalization protest and
terrorist list. Now, again, debating whether or not bin Laden and
Breaking news. Okay, I don't want to jinx anything. You guys ready? I don't want to jinx anything. I think I'm going to be on Fox News tonight. So I think I just got off the phone with Jesse Waters, producer, and I think I'm going to be on Fox News tonight. Fingers crossed. Holy shit. So I have to actually end the stream because I actually have to get information together for Fox News and actually go and, prepare myself to be on the TV. So that's crazy. I don't know what else happened in that podcast. We'll have to do that another day. Obviously, the spy stream tonight will be canceled. We're going to have to do that another day. That's okay. We're going to have the recording anyway. But I don't know. I feel like hopefully this happens. Hopefully this goes through. They asked me to send them stuff, so I got to go do that. Yeah. Unironically, fucking ironically, you guys are I got a text. What happened was I got a text message from someone who I didn't know their number, and they said, "This is Jesse Waters, producer. Can you call me?" And I was like, "Yep, yes, I can actually in real life. Yes, I actually can call you right fucking now." And so I'm gonna end the stream, and I'm gonna go get this shit together for Fox News, and so the clip goes on a little longer than that. I'll post that full clip to YouTube tomorrow just because I think it's kind of fun. But my bigger point with telling you this is it's not like I was shopping around my story about going undercover with Antifa. Because if I was really grifting off this whole situation like the quartering thinks I am, wouldn't I have been shopping around my story? I wasn't shopping around my story. I didn't think it was going to get any coverage anywhere, and I was just continuing on with my work. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, about an hour before I went on Fox News, I get a text from Jesse Waters' producer saying, "We want to talk to you." And the reason that they found me is Jesse Waters' producer found me on Twitter. So I went on Fox News, as any sane person would do when they're put in that position, even if I ended up looking a little crazy because I didn't have any time to like get ready or anything. But then I came back, and the next stream I did was about being on Fox News. The next stream I did after that was breaking news. Antifa responds to Trump calling them a terrorist organization. On Friday, I did a stream about Candace Owens talking about Charlie Kirk, but I still don't think that's about Charlie Kirk. That was more about Candace Owens than Charlie Kirk. Yesterday, I did a 5-hour stream teaching socialism. So I'm a little confused. I'm a little confused about why Jeremy from the Quartering says that I'm grifting off of Charlie Kirk. And we're going to watch his video and we're going to find out, because all evidence points to the fact that I was actually not making content about Charlie Kirk. Now, if we go into my videos, I did post a couple videos about the whole situation. You can see this video here. I was talking about how I don't think Charlie Kirk's shooter was trans. I posted the clip of when I found out Charlie Kirk had been shot live because I was doing a stream on my Substack about something else at the time. And so I posted that. I posted this clip talking about how I didn't think the shooter was trans or queer Marxist or any of that. That was tangentially about it. This clip is about going undercover. This clip is about thanking my audience. This clip is about Trump naming Antifa a terrorist organization. This clip says it took Charlie Kirk dying to take the left seriously. It's bittersweet. In that clip, I'm literally saying, man, I'm really sad that this is what it took for people to take the left seriously. Because I am. I am legitimately sad that it took Charlie Kirk dying for people to take the left seriously. I just think it's too bad. I mean, I really do. And, you know, people can say whatever they want about that, but like, I think it's too bad. So I made a video about that. I don't actually think that's grifting. There was many other topics in that video. I posted this clip about, this is a leftist clip. I talked about Antifa. I posted an abolish the family clip. I posted another communist professor clip. And then I posted the clip on Fox News. So if I'm grifting off of Charlie Kirk, I'm doing a really shitty job, because I'm barely even talking about Charlie Kirk. And that was purposeful, by the way. It's not my wheelhouse. There were a lot of people that love Charlie Kirk. I don't mind any of them making content about how much they love Charlie Kirk or remembering Charlie Kirk, but it's just not my wheelhouse, man. I cover the far left. That's what I do. Isn't Jeremy the guy that got drunk and streamed himself pissing on his basement floor? See, I don't know. See, I don't watch any of these low IQ retards. I just don't watch them. I try to keep them as far away from me as I possibly can. So I have hardly made any videos or content about Charlie Kirk. And even my Fox News appearance, Charlie Kirk wasn't mentioned once on Fox News. So how the fuck am I grifting off of Charlie Kirk? Now, another thing I find curious. If I go to Jeremy's channel, this is the Quartering YouTube channel. Let's count how many videos Jeremy has made about Charlie Kirk. Let's just see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, tangentially, 29. I think I'm being generous with some of this. 30 videos in 11 days. 30 fucking videos in 11 days. And that's on one of his channels. Let's check his other channel. This is the channel that he did the video about me on. Let's just check his other channel. Let's add these onto it. We got to go back 11 days. Let's see. So we're already at a count of 30 videos. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. Oh, and then there's me. 56 videos. This asshole has made 56 videos about Charlie Kirk on these two channels in 11 days. I did one live stream about Charlie Kirk on the day he died, covered a whole bunch of leftist shit, went on Fox News, made a couple clips about how I didn't think the killer was a trans Marxist or a queer Marxist, and that's it. So what do I have? Maybe 3 videos, maybe, if we're being like really super generous. Jeremy Hamby has made over 50 fucking videos about this same topic in 11 days, and I'm the one that's grifting off of Charlie Kirk. I'm grifting off of Charlie Kirk. Really? Really? It's also curious. But you know what? The argument, and again, this is before we even watched the video, the argument struck me as odd. Because I've been on the internet a long time now, and for people who don't know, I have a horde of unhinged retards on the internet that have been stalking me for years and years and years. I literally have a horde of people who have built an entire club around stalking me and smearing me. And for a couple years, man, it got really hard. For a couple years, they were harassing me every day of my life. They were trying to destroy all my work. They were making my life miserable. They literally had the goal of trying to kill me. I know this because people had defected from that group and came and talked to me. And so I know that their stated goal was that they were trying to get me to kill myself. I know that. And so when I saw this argument, Karlyn's grifting off of Charlie Kirk, I thought, oh, wait, why does that sound familiar? Why does that sound familiar? Well, just yesterday, literally yesterday, 2 members of the horde of unhinged retards who have been stalking me every day of my life for years, Carrie Smith and Psycho Frank McCormick, just yesterday, Carrie and Frank were advancing the narrative that I was grifting off of Charlie Kirk. Isn't that a coincidence? Frank McCormick tweeted, from a 2-minute Jesse Waters cameo to calling Charlie Kirk a martyr while faking prayers, my Jesse Waters appearance had nothing to do with Charlie Kirk at all. I didn't even mention him. It wasn't about him. It was about Antifa. And he's calling me a self-proclaimed witch. I've never said I'm a witch. Karlyn has turned his death into a clout machine. The real question, what did she say to him before he died? So what's happened is Carrie Smith, who is one of the leaders of the people who have been stalking me for years and years and years because Carrie has an unhinged obsession with me. And I documented Carrie's unhinged obsession with me over on this Substack, survivingcarriesmith.substack.com, which might seem a brash step for a lot of people, but I had to because this bitch was literally tweeting about me and posting about me every single fuck off day for years. Well, she was saying, Karlyn is harassing me. No. So on this Substack, I documented Carrie's entire harassment campaign with screenshots and receipts. There are over 1,000 screenshots on this website of posts that Carrie Smith sent smearing me. And that doesn't count all of the times when Carrie was sliding into people's DMs and manipulating them and lying about me and all that stuff. Now, I stopped updating this site a couple years ago, quite frankly, because I did what I wanted to do. I documented her little smear campaign. I have something I can show every single person every time Carrie Smith starts running her mouth about me, because this bitch is so crazy. She literally wrote an essay on the internet calling me her abusive mother. I have talked to this person less than 5 times in my life, and she wrote a fucking essay about how I am her abusive mother. So I've documented the whole thing. You guys can go and see the receipts there. You don't have to take my word for it. You got a shout out on a radio show, the Cunner Report Friday. Cool. Hey, thank you, Bob Jones. I'll check that out. So isn't it curious? Isn't it curious that it just happens to be Psycho Frank McCormick, who we know is off his psychiatric medications, and Frank posts about me all the time on Twitter, and there's Carrie Smith. There she is. And they're advancing this narrative and passing around a Twitter thread saying I'm grifting off of Charlie Kirk when I have barely made any content about Charlie Kirk since he died. And instead, what I've done is go undercover with Antifa and cover that and teach people about queer Marxism and hold a 5-hour class on socialism. But these people don't care about any of that because it's all about advancing a narrative. I just posted the link in the chat. It is survivingcarriesmith.substack.com, so you can follow that link. So isn't it funny that Psycho Frank McCormick, who is off his psychiatric medication, and the unhinged psycho Carrie Smith, who obviously has an untreated dissociative disorder, are advancing exactly the same narrative that the retard quartering is advancing? It's almost like they're coordinating it, because every single time I have been smeared on the internet, every single time, literally every single time, this bitch and her stupid fucking hats are at the center of it. Every single time. It is always people who are connected with Carrie or Carrie's best friend, Mike Harlow, who is a Jewish faggot who doxed my college boyfriend to drag me through the mud in order to please Carrie. I tell that story on the Substack. So I know that Carrie is friends with the quartering. I know that Carrie's friends with that whole low IQ comic book side of the internet. Not that people who read comics are low IQ, but I'm saying that Carrie is friends with low IQ people who read comics and play video games and talk about them on the internet, because those are the only people that she can actually get to like interact with her, I guess. Carrie might want to interact with low IQ retards who talk about comic books and play video games, but I don't know. I just don't find that appealing. Again, I'm not saying everyone that reads comics and plays video games are low IQ. I'm saying Carrie is interacting with low IQ retards. Anyway, they're always at the center of it. And do you know how I know Carrie's at the center of it? Do you know how I know? Because this psycho right here, this is another one of Carrie's friends that's been stalking me for years. Karlyn right now, I think I'll target Charlie Kirk with some vicious they're basically posting about me right now. Look what Carrie posted earlier. I just got home from church. I don't know what this is about, but I'm sure I'm responsible. Don't tell me, LOL. It's better that way. It's almost like Carrie Smith is literally projecting onto the internet that she is responsible for cajoling the retard quartering to do a video with her talking points. Don't people find it a little bit curious? Is this like textbook projection or what? Carrie literally tweeted, "Oh, I'm sure I'm responsible for this." Yes, Carrie. Yes, you are. And do you know how we know you're responsible for this? Because you were literally just tweeting the same talking points the day prior. Somehow, Carrie, you guys have come up with this retarded story that has no basis in reality. In fact, let's check Carrie's YouTube channel. Carrie has a YouTube channel. How many videos has Carrie made about Charlie Kirk in the last 11 days? 1, 2, 3. So even the psycho Carrie Smith has made more videos covering Charlie Kirk than I have. So in what universe am I grifting off of Charlie Kirk? In what universe? And we can see Carrie's friends. This is one of Carrie's friends right here. We have to look at her picture. We have to remind ourselves what Poetry Painter looks like, because these people are going to accuse me of faking my appearance on the internet when all I do is like turn on a webcam and I sit right in front of it. These people I know are going to accuse me of faking my appearance. This is what Carrie's friend actually looks like. I know that because I downloaded this off her Facebook page, because this bitch has been stalking me for 5 fucking years. And I know this is painful. I know. Okay, I know this is painful, but we have to hinge into reality. And this is what she actually looks like in real life. I know it's painful to see, but we train for this. We listen to socialism on this channel, guys. We train for these moments. You can see, like, I'm not even gonna do that. I just wanted to show you guys, she's been posting about me all the time like a psycho. Now, another thing I did learn, and this is really interesting. So why might Jeremy from the Quartering be doing this? Why the moment that I'm on Fox News and I get a little bit of attention and I get more eyes on my work covering the far left, why might the Quartering be doing this? Well, it's funny. Now, I didn't know this because I don't actually pay attention to Kino's Casino or anything like that. But someone in my community did tell me. They said, Karlyn, Kino Casino has been covering that the Quartering is broke. Kino Casino has been covering that Jeremy from the Quartering is broke, losing a lot of money a month, and he's broke. Now, I don't know about any of that, but maybe once we get done watching Jeremy's video about me and me commenting on it, maybe then we can watch one of these clips from the Quartering, because I got to tell you, like, I'm actually not broke. I'm actually doing better than ever and have more supporters of my work than ever, which is awesome. But what is it? Could it be that Jeremy from the Quartering is desperate for money and therefore is starting internet drama for no good reason, taking advice from an unhinged psycho like Carrie, who has been doing this shit to me for years, advancing specifically Carrie's talking points because he knows that he can rile up a horde of people because he's broke and he needs money. And I'll tell you guys, like, I mean, smearing me on the internet is, people can be very successful. If you look at Mike Harlow, again, Jewish faggot Mike Harlow, if you look at him, literally the most successful thing that guy has ever done is smear me on the internet. Literally, he has done nothing successful except smear me on the internet and dox my college boyfriend and lie about the whole situation. That's the only successful thing he's ever done. He's made money at it. People can make money by smearing me. That's very true. Sith with the $5 over on Rumble. What pissed me off the most was these folks casting shade when you've been doing real work while they grift. Yeah, let's talk about the real work I've been doing. Let's talk about the real work. Because if they're making the argument that I'm grifting, again, I don't know what's in the video. We're going to find out. But if they are making the argument that I'm a grifter, then that would mean that I just started covering the left because it was convenient, right? That would mean if I'm just grifting off of this situation, then that would mean that I've just started covering the left because it's convenient at this time period. Is that the truth? Have I just started covering the left? Well, if you go over to my website, which is decodetheleft.com, and you go to the About page on the website, and I'll put it in the chat so you guys can go there directly if you want to see it. If you go to the About page, you will see my history. You'll see I broke the Coke Be Less White story in 2021. You'll see I broke the grooming in Burlington schools in, what was this, 2022, April 2022. I've been covered on Fox News multiple times. Ben Shapiro's covered my work. Laura Ingram's covered my work. I've been on Fox News like 3 or 4 times. That was before I started going undercover. The first time I went undercover with the far left was in April of 2023 at the Collective Power Conference. You can go back and see my undercover materials there. This was a socialist reproductive justice conference where I learned how to give myself a self-managed home abortion. The next thing and the most high-profile thing I've ever been undercover at was the Socialism Conference in 2023. You want to say I'm a grifter that just started covering the left? In 2023, I spent 4 fucking days undercover at the Socialism 2023 conference where I exposed a whole bunch of shit, including the president of the American Library Association saying libraries are sites of Marxist organizing. I recorded a whole bunch of shit at that conference that's been covered on national news that went viral all over the internet. This was over 2 years ago, but I'm grifting and I just started covering this stuff just to get on Fox News. Okay. How about the Transforming Gender Conference? Because the Transforming Gender Conference was a conference that I went undercover at the University of Colorado at Boulder last year, where I recorded a presentation about dissociative disorder or multiple personality disorder being a gender identity. I also got possessed by some sort of entity at this conference. I know we kind of make light of it now, but this is actually real. When I was recording this presentation about multiple personality disorder being a gender identity, and Jennifer can attest to this because I stayed at Jennifer's house when I did this and she was with me at the conference, and Jennifer is the one that gave me an exorcism in downtown Boulder because I had some sort of entity attach itself to me out of that multiple personality disorder presentation. I have literally spiritually sacrificed for you people. I have spiritually sacrificed. And that doesn't count all of the probably hundreds of virtual infiltrations that I have done into online events. This is just a small taste of them. I have been infiltrating and going undercover with the far left for years. I have done more than 100 infiltrations into their virtual event. Yeah, so protecting autistic kids is a grift. Yeah, Kino and I went inside Autistic Sex Education at the beginning of 2023. We did that. Where the fuck was Jeremy from the quartering when we were doing all this shit? And even if you guys even just look on my website right now, let's talk about what I've done in the past couple months. I've broken down Antifa's response to Trump declaring them a terrorist organization. I've done spy streams going inside leftist organizing in the unions. I've exposed the left talking about abolishing the police. I've exposed the left for has to do with that Greta Thunberg flotilla. This is a spy stream we did about leftist organizing where we went inside a live organizing call. I got a Texas State University professor fired. Does anyone remember that? I exposed a communist working at Texas State University like a week and a half ago, got his ass fired. This is the spy stream we did into the Revolutionary Socialism Conference. This was a full 2-day infiltration. Still got a bunch of clips coming from that. This is another spy stream we did going inside labor organizing calls. Look at all the spy streams we've been doing lately. I exposed the City University of New York for having bondage lectures on campus. Did you guys miss that? I literally exposed the City University of New York for having a bootlicking class. For real. Higher education organizing. This is just in the past couple months. This isn't even that long a time. I went inside DSA organizing calls. I started a nonprofit. Did you guys know that? I started a fucking nonprofit this year, but this is a grift. This is a grift. I literally started a nonprofit with the specific goal of archiving all of my work and all of my primary source evidence to make it available to the public. That is what the nonprofit is. I have collected a metric ton of primary source evidence over the last several years, and I'm archiving it with a team of volunteers in order to make all of this stuff available to the public so people can study it, people can research doing it, so we can start to get a handle on the far left. Has Jeremy Hamby started a nonprofit this year? Has Jeremy Hamby done any of that? Did you guys know that I've written several books already this year? Do you guys know I wrote a book called The Brief History of Racism that tracked leftist evolution of the term racism? Did you know I wrote a whole 400-page book debunking the Communist Manifesto? Did you know that I wrote 2 dystopian fairy tales based on leftist subculture? I wrote Communist Manifesto, a Revolutionary Fairy Tale, and Alice in Queerland. Did you know that I'm working on 3 different books right now? I'm working on the Queer Marxism book. I'm working on a specific exploration of the Mary Nardini gang. I'm working on the Re-Education book, which is a general book about covering the left and everything you need to know. I'm currently building a socialist dictionary and creating a print version of that. How many books has Jeremy Hamby published this year? Because I've already published 4. And I'm working on more. But this is a grift? This is a grift? Okay. Okay. Sure. Look at this. The communists are already fighting back against me with the communists that we got rejected. Do you want is it Jeremy's contention? Maybe, guys, maybe it's Jeremy's contention that I didn't actually go undercover with Antifa. Maybe Jeremy thinks Karlyn made up this story about going undercover with Antifa in order to get on Fox News. Maybe I am absolutely not a witch. That's not true at all. Maybe Jeremy's trying to tell people Karlyn made all this up. Oh, did I? Oh, did I? Because here are my pictures from the New York Anarchist Book Fair, which is the event that I went undercover at. Now, this is more than a book fair. They do workshops. They have meetings around this event. There were a whole fuck ton of things, but the main reason I went undercover at this book fair is to get their propaganda. Because the main thing we're doing with the Center for Left-Wing Studies is we are, archiving their propaganda. We are creating a massive archive of leftist propaganda. The reason I went undercover specifically at the Anarchist Book Fair in New York City was to get access to their propaganda, you low IQ retard. Thank you, Jaffro. Thank you. I appreciate it. Keep grifting. Hey, I'll keep grifting. Fine, fine, fine. Do you guys want to see the metric ton of propaganda that I came home with from the New York? You think I wasn't undercover with Antifa? Then why do I have this sticker? I literally got this sticker from Antifa at the New York Anarchist Book Fair. Is anyone confused about where I was? I literally got this sticker from Antifa at the New York Anarchist Book Fair. I also got a metric ton of their propaganda that I have sitting in my bedroom right now that is just waiting to be processed. Look, capitalism kills. I love that sticker. Love it when they talk about capitalism. All sorts of crazy shit. Let's see. I even got some old zines. This is a zine from like 1958, one of the original socialist zines. I got that. They were selling them at the thing. I got, look at this, accomplices, not allies. This is all about agitating on college campuses. This is about how to destroy closed circuit television. This is about how to fix gunshot wounds at leftist protests, how to avoid getting arrested. These are all created by Antifa. And I got all this shit in New York, how to set up a tent city, more stickers from them, how to deal with anxiety and madness, important life skills like giving yourself abortion. I literally do have a zine. This is a zine. This is literally a zine, a guide to self-managing an abortion at home. All of this came from Antifa in New York City, which is why I went there in the fucking first place. Look at all this stuff I have. I have a whole massive treasure trove of things. Look at this. Look at this. This is how to be inside the front at Antifa. Oh, look, Antifa talking about setting things on fire because Antifa doesn't make demands. This is all from Antifa. All of it. So Jeremy from the Quartering says that this is from a workshop where I was taught how to slash ISIS tires because they do workshops around the New York Anarchist Book Fair. It's one of the reasons I went. I literally went to a workshop in the park with Antifa and learned how to identify ICE when they show up in communities and to slash their tires. That's the handout from it. All of this stuff. Jeremy from the Quartering wants to say I'm grifting. Then why the fuck do I have all this stuff? This isn't even it. Because I went also to a couple queer bookstores while I was in New York to get more queer materials. This is a person I got checked out by at one of the queer bookstores. I got an amazing haul of propaganda. Jeremy, and this isn't even the first time I've done this, guys. This isn't even the first time I've gone to Antifa to get their propaganda. This is a tweet from back in June 14th, 2025. This is when I ran into Antifa in Boston and I got all their fucking propaganda from Antifa in Boston. And if you're confused about whether or not they're Antifa, there's the fucking flag. Okay? How am I grifting? Exactly. How am I grifting? Now, I will say this is a grift. This right here. Because if Jeremy Hamby from the Quartering wants to accuse me of grifting, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to set up my own fucking coffee line. Because do you guys know how easy it is to set up a coffee line? This took me about an hour today. The hardest part of setting up a coffee line was designing the bags. So I now have my own coffee line in the Red Menace Supply Company for a limited time only. This is redmenacesupply.com. You can also get to it by going to unwokeart.com. And if you guys want to buy counter-revolutionary coffee, it is currently on the homepage of my merchandise website in honor of the Quartering calling me a fucking grifter. And have I already sold coffee? Yes, I have. Yep. I want to thank everyone that's bought the coffee so far. Now, if you don't want to buy the coffee, I've got sick merch in my merch store, man. I've got really cool fucking merch in my cool merch. We're going to be having a lot more new merch launch in the next couple weeks. We're going to be doing a special limited edition Halloween collection in the next couple weeks. Now, and part of the reason I haven't put coffee in the merch store, to be honest, is like it's really fucking expensive to produce. And so I don't actually feel good about charging this much for coffee, but it's just the reality of what it takes to produce it. But it took me about an hour today to set up my own coffee line. And I'm not saying you have to buy overpriced coffee from me, but if you want to buy overpriced coffee from me to give Jeremy from the Quartering the middle finger, he wants to talk about grifting, I will set up my own fucking coffee line, motherfucker. And when people buy my coffee or any of the other merch, do you know what they're supporting? They're supporting me actually going undercover at events. They're supporting me going to events and doing undercover journalism and paying for things I need to pay for in order to teach people about the far left and in order to build out my massive fucking propaganda library where I'm tracking everything that I can in regards to far left propaganda for research purposes. So when you're buying my overpriced coffee, you're supporting this work. And if you don't want to buy overpriced coffee, that's totally fine, man. Buy a t-shirt. They're cooler anyway. But those bags are pretty cool. Like, I got to say, even I was like, I made those coffee bags and I was like, Karlyn, My design skills are second to none. You got to admit, my shit looks good. My design, my branding stuff, it looks good. So if you want some overpriced coffee bags, limited time only in the Red Menace Supply Company store right now. That is redmenacesupply.com. And you will be giving the middle finger to the quartering every single time you buy coffee from me. Because why would you buy it from him? He's doing exactly the same thing I am. He's white labeling coffee. Like, he's white labeling coffee and pretending it's the biggest, like, thing in the world. No, bro, you just slapped a logo on something that someone else made anyway. Anyway. So, now we're going to watch the video. Now that I have laid out my case, that it is a boneheaded idea that I'm grifting off of Charlie Kirk, since I have made almost no content off of Charlie Kirk. And in fact, Jeremy from the Quartering has made over 50 videos off of Charlie Kirk when I've made one. I've made one fucking video compared to 50 from this fat retard. Jeremy Hamby is literally grifting off of my Fox News appearance. Literally grifting off of my Fox News appearance. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Anyway, let me get this super chat. I'm an artist. My master's is in printmaking. If my abilities can be of use to you, archiving zines, making zines, yo, I will totally take you up on that. I want to do a zine. I absolutely want artistic people in the community. I love artistic people in the community. If you want to come help us with the zine project, because we're working on getting all that stuff archived, or if you want to help us make our own zine, I will absolutely take you up on it. That would be awesome. I really do appreciate it. Did I forget yours, Kino? I forgot yours? Sorry. No, I did yours. Oh, I missed this one. Sorry. So, no, I did this one. Oh, this one. RCA calls for, yeah. We've gone inside the Revolutionary Communists of America. Has Jeremy from the Quartering gone inside the Revolutionary Communists of America? I'm sorry. When did Jeremy from the Quartering report on the Revolutionary Communists of America like Kino and I did? Anyway, let's watch the video, shall we? Let's see what this fat fuck said about me. And that way I can respond properly. Let's see what he said. Let's see what this asshole said.
Look, I think it's 100% in bounds to make as many videos or tweets or whatever you want about everything that's going on with Charlie Kirk, because...
So Jeremy from the Quartering can make 50 videos about Charlie Kirk because it's totally within bounds for him to make as many videos as he wants. But I make one video about Charlie Kirk on the day he died. I then go undercover. I then get asked to go on Fox News because I went undercover. I then go on Fox News to report what I saw when I was undercover without mentioning Charlie Kirk at all. And I'm the one that crossed the line? Okay.
We are, I don't think I could even say culture war anymore. I would more so say an actual war. They keep trying to take our lives, the left, and we keep saying, well, that's those crazy lefties. Then they go after Trump, not once, but twice.
Also, I just want you guys to know who's on his screen right now. Oh, is that Psycho Frank McCormick? Who was Carrie Smith retweeting saying this is disturbing? Oh, look, Psycho Frank McCormick. It's almost like the Quartering got this idea from his friend, Carrie, who wears all the stupid fucking hats, and Carrie flat out projected that it was her when she said, I just got home from church. I don't know what this is about, but I'm sure I'm responsible. Do you guys know that a couple weeks ago, Carrie snuck into a pastor's church to spy on them, to trash them on Twitter? Do you guys know about this? I accidentally found out about this. A couple weeks ago, we covered that a guy from the Babylon Bee went to Joel Webbin's church just to spy on him. The Babylon Bee is so teed off about Joel Webbin on Twitter. He's like a conservative pastor, and the Babylon Bee is so teed off about him that they actually sent one of their journalists to go to his church and spy on him. Carrie went with him. Carrie went with him. Carrie has actually gone to other people's churches to spy on them, to trash them on Twitter. But I'm the grifter? Okay. All right. You know, it's a theory. It's a theory, that's for sure.
They go after Charlie Kirk successfully. Who knows who else? You know, they attack our vigils. You know, all this kind of stuff. But I also think it's important part of me, the core of what a lot of content that I used to make and I love to make as my favorite content is hypocrisy. And there are several people out there right now who are throwing themselves on Charlie Kirk's coffin. Look,
holy shit. Guys, I'm a hypocrite for being a journalist covering the far left and going to leftist events and going on Fox News to talk about it. I'm a hypocrite now. Okay.
I never said I was best friends with Charlie. You haven't seen me like crying about Charlie. Yes, it sucks, but I didn't know him. I can't fake an emotion I don't have. The only emotion that I have with what happened to Charlie is fear. And I guess there is this kind of overarching sorrow for his family and his children, the way I would have for any human being. But I didn't know him. I'm not producing my episodes crying and saying, he was my best friend, and then not going.
I would love for Jeremy to produce any clip of me crying saying Charlie Kirk was my best friend. I would really love that, because the fact of the matter is, what I have said about Charlie Kirk is I didn't particularly like Charlie Kirk when he was living, but I find the whole thing very, very sad, and I find it very bittersweet that people finally woke up to how dangerous the left is based on Charlie Kirk dying, and I am genuinely sad that he died, and I'm genuinely sad that this is the way it went down. That's what I've said. I've said from the beginning that I was never the biggest fan of Charlie Kirk, but the whole thing is sad. And I'm sorry, was I supposed to be happy that Charlie Kirk died? Is that what we're saying? That because I didn't know Charlie Kirk and I didn't like him when he was alive, am I supposed to be somewhat gleeful? Is that the only way for me to not be a hypocrite? Because I'm sorry, I'm just not. I actually am sad that Charlie Kirk died. Legitimately. I have teared up on multiple occasions. You want to know why, Jeremy? Because I'm a fucking human being. Because I'm a human being watching a young father gunned down live on the fucking internet. And if you don't have emotions about that, and you can't put whatever differences that you had with that person aside, then you're just a shitty fucking person. I do not think that I am a hypocrite at all for saying I didn't know Charlie Kirk. I didn't really like Charlie Kirk, but damn, this whole thing is really fucking sad. I do not think that makes me a hypocrite at all.
To his funeral and then using his name to disparage his past. I'm not going on Fox News like this loser, in my opinion, pretending to care about Charlie Kirk.
I didn't even talk about Charlie Kirk. Has everyone seen my Fox News clip? Can we just hang on? We obviously need to watch my actual Fox News clip because I'm sorry, did Jeremy even watch the clip of me on Fox News? Here. Please tell me where I said anything about Charlie Kirk. Hang on, I have to set up the sound. Hang on. This is the clip of me on Fox News.
Karlyn Borysenko is an undercover investigative journalist for Decode the Left who's infiltrated these terror cells. Karlyn, tell me about how these people train. They look pretty militaristic.
Yeah, absolutely. They do have sessions where they bring in people with military experience. Anti-war is a very big thing for Antifa, so they do hand-to-hand combat trainings. I was just undercover with them in New York City over the weekend, where they had a whole self-defense class where they were teaching people how to violently, confront the police, but also defend themselves if they needed to be put in that position.
And why do they always get out of jail so quickly? You see all these people get popped, they get bailed right out, and charges never stick. How is that?
Well, Antifa actually, they train people on how to get arrested. And it's interesting with far left subcultures because they actually volunteer to get arrested and go through this type of training where they are provided legal support, they are provided lawyers, they are provided all of this stuff with mutual aid. And so as soon as they get arrested, Antifa basically goes down to the jail and they bail them out, and they are all set up with a lawyer and ready to go. So they plan all of this stuff out ahead of time, and they have the resources set up for people to be able to be taken care of.
Yeah, I mean, obviously someone's paying for their legal representation. What is the core mission of Antifa? Is it anarchy? Are they anarchists?
Yeah, Antifa are anarchists. Their primary goal is the violent overthrow of the federal government. I cannot emphasize this enough. We've been hearing a lot of talk about civil war over the last couple years between Democrats and Republicans, red versus blue. I firmly believe that the real civil war we have coming is the radical revolutionary socialists and communists in Antifa versus the federal government. That is their goal. That is their only goal. And people need to start taking this problem very, very seriously. That was my clip on Fox News. How exactly did I mention Charlie Kirk? Was Charlie Kirk even brought up in that interview? Or did I focus on what I did, which is go undercover with Antifa and talk about what I saw with Antifa, which is a topic that I've been talking about for over 4 fucking years. But I'm grifting off of Charlie Kirk's death. Where was Charlie Kirk even mentioned, you fat fucking retard? Let's go back. Here again. Let's just listen to it again. Say, this loser is grifting off of Charlie Kirk. Okay.
The way I would have for any human being, but I didn't know him. I'm not producing my episodes crying and saying, he was my best friend, and then not going to his funeral and then using his name to disparage his past. I'm not going on Fox News like this loser, in my opinion, pretending to care about Charlie Kirk when your entire history has been insulting him. There are people.
When did I say Charlie Kirk's name on Fox News? Did this moron even watch the clip? Did he even bother to watch the clip to know what he's talking about? Yeah, and let's also remember, Jesse Waters' producer called me about an hour and a half before this appearance because she found me on Twitter. It wasn't even that I was shilling myself out. They called me. Wow.
Like Ian Carroll, who's just asking questions, but every time, he's like, oh, I really care about Charlie Kirk. I really care. Here he is saying, and you've dedicated your life to serving the people who killed him, the Jews. Okay, so Ian Carroll doesn't give two ripping craps about Charlie Kirk's death. He only cares that it's another angle of attack for him to talk about the Jewish government and Israel. Look, again, I think that Israel is far too involved in our government, especially with our political leaders. I don't like AIPAC. I don't like any foreign government involved.
Hang on. We got a super chat from Kino. I bet his wife is having an affair and he's luck enough to watch. Well, I don't want to speculate about that, Kino. Come on. Let's keep it above the belt. Maybe, just slightly.
In our government. Do I think Israel is up to shenanigans? Yes. Do I think they have anything to do with Charlie Kirk? No. And do I think using Charlie Kirk as an angle of attack for Israel is gross? Yes, because Charlie loved Israel. For better or worse.
When have I made any comments about Charlie Kirk and Israel? What the fuck does this have to do with me at all? When have I said anything about Charlie Kirk and Israel?
He loved Israel. And, for these people to be like, oh, Charlie. Oh, like Ian Carroll made a career of disparaging Charlie Kirk. And now he's like, oh, but guys, we got to get to the bottom of what happened to Charlie Kirk. Well, here's an even worse example.
Oh, yeah?
This is a 2-minute Jesse Waters cameo. From a 2-minute Jesse Waters cameo to calling Charlie Kirk a martyr while fake praying as a quote.
He didn't even watch the clip. He didn't even watch the clip. This fat fucking retard didn't even watch the clip. And he just took what Psycho Frank McCormick said at face value because he was sent this tweet by his friend Carrie Smith. I promise you that's what happened. They sent the quartering this tweet because Carrie has done this before with me. Carrie got iHypocrite to do a whole hit piece video on me. And iHypocrite eventually took that video down because he realized that Carrie Smith was a lying fraud. But, like, this is not the first time that Carrie has got some moron on the internet to do a hit piece video on me. I promise you what happened. Frank tweeted this. Carrie sent this to her friend. And then he didn't even bother, because this guy's a fucking retard, didn't even bother to watch the actual clip. And is declaring that everything that Psycho Frank, and when I say Psycho Frank, what I mean is Frank has literally tweeted about being off his psychiatric medication. He's psychotic. He was on psychiatric medication for a long time. He has tweeted since that he is no longer on his psychiatric medication. And I think we can see that based on his Twitter account. So Jeremy Hambley from the quartering didn't even bother to watch a 2-minute clip to find out that I didn't mention Charlie Kirk in this clip. I didn't pray for Charlie Kirk in this clip. I have barely even made any fucking content about Charlie Kirk. What a moron.
Self-proclaimed witch, which this woman is.
No.
Karlyn has turned his...
To be really clear, I'm absolutely not a self-proclaimed witch. I am not a witch. Jennifer is the witch. I just dabble. I am an energy worker and I'm very, very psychic, but I am not a witch.
Death into a clout machine. The real question is, what did she say to him before he died? Buckle up, because it's ugly. And I love making these videos. These things, by the way, this is my Jeremy Hambley channel. I don't do a lot of personal beefs on the main channel anymore, but I can promise you I will be doing them on this channel. So please do.
How much do you want to bet that the tweets that he's about to show have absolutely nothing to do with what I actually said on Fox News? How much do you guys want to bet? One in the chat if you believe that the clips that retard from the quartering is about to show have nothing to do with what I said on Fox News. 2 in the chat if you think that retard from the quartering did his due diligence to actually make sure that what he's showing on the internet is directly related to what I said on Fox News. 1 in the chat if you think they're probably not going to be related. 2 in the chat if you think, yeah, well, he's a responsible content creator and totally did his research. Pinky swear, trust me, bro. There's a lot of ones in the chat right now is all I'm saying. Yeah. Let's see.
Subscribe. This is Karlyn Borysenko or whatever, I believe. She is a...
If he had just watched... If retard from the quartering had just watched the Fox News clip, he would know how to correctly pronounce my name. Retard from the quartering didn't even bother to learn how to pronounce my name. If he had just watched the Fox News clip, he would have learned how to pronounce my name. Jesse Waters knew how to pronounce my name. Do you want to know why? Because Jesse Waters' producer made sure she told Jesse Waters how to pronounce my name.
Fringe personality.
A fringe personality?
That came about during kind of the early Gamergate
No, I didn't.
woke nonsense.
No, Jeremy. No, I was not around during Gamergate. You don't even have that fact right, bro. I left the left in 2019.
Okay. Now she has proclaimed, by the way, that she is a witch.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't.
She gloated about Charlie Kirk.
No.
That Charlie Kirk's downfall is going to...
Jeremy, do you have any proof that I've declared myself a witch? I did a spell one time on the internet with the help of Jennifer. I did one fucking spell on the internet with the help of a real witch. Yeah, Jennifier's like, what the fuck? Jennifer had to advise me on how to do a spell. I'm such a good witch that I had a real witch to tell me how to do it.
Be epic. It might take years, but it's coming.
Oh, yeah?
So here's Karlyn Borysenko. Again, got platformed on Jesse Waters, pretends to pray, cries about Charlie Kirk.
When the fuck did I pretend to pray? I pretended to pray and what? I pretended to pray and I cried about Charlie Kirk? Jeremy, bro. Oh my god. Yeah, it would make sense that he would have been an alcoholic. I've also heard rumor that he's a pill popper. Now I'm going to say allegedly because I don't know that for sure, but bro, you're so fucking lazy you couldn't even watch a 2-minute video. When have I ever pretended to pray? Oh, it's another round of projection. Oh, look at that. Another round of projection. He just pretended to join a church. Imagine my shock. Imagine my shock.
While as early as a month ago.
Oh, yeah?
A month ago. I'm not unearthing tweets from 10 years ago. This is from August 8th, 2025. It is 1 month and 12 days ago. Talking about Charlie Kirk's downfall. I also think, look at her profile picture. I always like doing this. Look at her profile picture. Okay. This is her profile picture. This is her actual picture.
Actually, no, Jeremy. Actually, no. This is what I actually look like, Jeremy. This is what I look like. Now, I could do my hair up in the one side swoop, and I could put on my eye makeup again. And I see this is the other argument these retards always have about me. They're like, she's trying to disguise what she looks like. This is what I look like. This is what I look like. I'm sitting here Indian style in my chair, on a cushion on my chair, with no fucking makeup on, with no fucking filter. This is what I look like, bro. My God. Like, she pretends to look like this. Really? Really? Oh, yeah, I need to show more tit? Yeah, well, I'm not wearing a bra. Isn't that good enough? Yeah, I'm totally hiding what I look like. I'm totally, yeah.
Okay. When people lie about how they look, this is...
When people lie about how they look. When people lie about how they look. I have a little, I don't use filters. I have a little wrinkly. How am I fucking... Karlyn styled her hair differently and took a picture. And now she... Is his argument that I have to wear my hair the same damn way forever and ever and ever and ever and ever? I'm lying about how I look, guys. I'm just like, it's all a farce. It's all a farce. It's over. It's over. Yeah. Why does he always wear a hat? You know, my husband said the same thing. I was telling my husband about this little thing earlier, and he's like, Karlyn, does he wear a hat? And I'm like, yeah. And my husband's like, yeah, he's fucking bald. Why is Jeremy Hambley always wearing a hat? Huh. What's going on under that hat?
Everything, lie about everything. By the way, thank you, Mick Mac, over on Twitch for subscribing with Prime. Very cool. Her direct words to Charlie Kirk. F off, you warmongering shill.
Yes.
To Charlie Kirk. Again, this is not a 10-year-old tweet. This is a tweet from June 21st, 2025.
Yeah, so the day, you're telling me the day that Israel bombed Iran? What, that was the day that Israel bombed Iran, right? Or they were trying to get Israel to bomb Iran? Yes, I know this might be shocking to people who don't watch my content all the time, but I don't support Israel. I don't like Israel. I don't support influencers who support Israel. It's one of the reasons I didn't like Charlie Kirk. I've always been very blunt about not liking Charlie Kirk. Had Jeremy Hambley from The Quartering actually watched the fucking clip he's talking about, he would find out that I didn't even talk about Charlie Kirk in the fucking clip. This is mind-boggling to me. This is actually mind-boggling that this retard is so fucking lazy that he couldn't watch a 2-minute clip. Yeah, we do love bagels, though. Bagels are awesome. Bagels, W.
Again, on Jesse Waters just a day ago, crying and calling Charlie Kirk a martyr.
When the fuck did I cry and call Charlie Kirk a martyr? Can everyone tweet at Jeremy Hambley from the Quartering and tell him to actually watch the fucking clip? He's literally just making shit up. Can everyone please tag this moron on Twitter and tell him, Jeremy, maybe you want to be less of a retard and watch the clip you're talking about before you make a fucking video about it on the internet?
This is why I hate these people.
Oh, yeah?
And this is why I save these kinds of videos for the Jeremy Hambley channel. A lot of people say, Jeremy, Ian Carroll does good work. I don't give a crap. Okay? I see him for what he's doing. By the way, you might like Candace Owens. That's fine. I'm not saying you have to not watch Candace Owens. I'm not saying you should cancel Candace Owens. But I know exactly what she's doing. Okay? I see her.
Oh, yeah?
All right.
You do?
And with all of her righteous indignation, they killed my friend. She's not even bothering going to her funeral. Okay. She wasn't invited to his private funeral either. She wasn't invited to his funeral.
And by the way, if I was really grifting off of Charlie Kirk, wouldn't I be in Arizona for that memorial today? If I was really grifting off of Charlie Kirk, wouldn't I have made it my business to fly to fucking Arizona to go to that memorial to make content from there? I don't seem to be in Arizona, do I? I just did movie night in my Discord earlier.
Because she hadn't been friends with Charlie Kirk in a very long time. But here she is courting Charlie Kirk's viewers saying, he was my best friend. They took him from me. And now I'm going to use his death to profiteer. I see you, Candace. I see you, Karlyn Borysenko.
Oh, you do, huh?
I see you, Ian Carroll.
You see me? You see me, bro? You see me? You see me so good you didn't even bother to watch a 2-minute clip to find out what was said in it.
I don't care what good work you've done anywhere else. You are frauds and you're using his death. And it is so...
I'm a fraud? I'm a fraud. Okay.
So blatant. Again, I'm not up here crying, saying
Neither
I
am
knew
I.
Charlie Kirk personally.
Neither am
I'm not
I.
going on Fox News saying anything. I'm just going about my business like I would anybody else. And I don't have any problem with people making videos about Charlie Kirk. I don't have any problems with people having their own theories about.
He doesn't have any problem with people making videos about Charlie Kirk because he has made 50 fucking videos about Charlie Kirk. Well, I've made one.
Charlie Kirk. That doesn't mean I, as a 42-year-old man who's been doing this longer than all of them.
Oh.
Okay. I've been doing.
Hey, Jeremy, since you've been doing this so long and you're the expert, then you probably should have fact-checked the tweet from the psycho off his meds retard on Twitter before you made a whole video that is just provably factually incorrect for anyone that bothered to actually watch me on Fox News, you moron.
Doing this longer than Candace, longer than Karlyn Borysenko, and way longer than Fed implant Ian Carroll. Okay. I see people online.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you got me.
All right,
you got
I
me,
see
bro.
you.
Yep.
You were calling him a shill a month ago, and now you're on Fox News talking about, oh my God, oh heavens to Betsy, Charlie Kirk.
I was talking about going undercover with Antifa and reporting what I saw while I was undercover with Antifa, and no one in the entire clip mentioned Charlie Kirk.
You are low down, dirty scum.
Oh, yeah? I'm
garbage human. You are a sociopath.
Oh, yeah?
And anybody that supports.
I'm a sociopath. Oh, wait. It's about to get better. Hang on. Yeah, I'm the sociopath, Jeremy. Yeah, totally. Totally, bro.
Heavens to Betsy, Charlie, Kirk.
Yeah, totally.
You are low down,
Totally.
dirty scum. Garbage human. You are a sociopath. And anybody that supports you and says, but Jeremy, okay, fine. Here's what you have to assume. You're going to have to assume that I just know people better than you, because I do.
Oh, I was doing a good rant. Guys. All of you that support my work, all of you are supporting a sociopath, and you've just got to listen to Jeremy from the Quartering, because even though Jeremy from the Quartering didn't bother to actually watch the 2-minute clip from Fox News, he knows better than all of you guys. And if you support my work on Substack, and if you send me super chats, and if you buy counter-revolutionary coffee at redmenacesupply.com, you guys are all supporting a sociopath, and he just knows better than you. Just keep that in mind. The king overlord of the internet right here. Too lazy to watch a 2-minute clip, doesn't bother to fact check anything he says. But you know what? He's really the one you guys should. In fact, I think that you guys should all. I think that all of you should go learn about socialism from the Quartering from now on. You know, let's just put aside. Let's just put aside that I just did a 5-hour class about socialism last night. Let's put aside that I did a 2-hour introduction to queer Marxism earlier this week. Let's put aside all of the classes and all of the free content that I've made teaching people about the far left. Let's put aside all the times I've gone undercover with the far left that Jeremy Hamburger from the Quartering has never fucking done in his life. Let's put aside all of that. Jeremy knows better, guys, and you should go and learn about socialism from him from now on, because I am a sociopath and I should log off the internet according to him. Is everyone press 1 in the chat if you're ready to go learn about socialism from the Quartering. Press 2 in the chat if you would really like me to stay and continue to be the leading teacher about socialism on the internet. Press 1 in the chat if you're going to go learn about socialism and communism from the Quartering. Press 2 in the chat if maybe you'd like me to stay a little while. Give the link to this vid. Okay, yeah, actually that's a great idea. Here is the link to the video, guys, in the chat. Here is the link to the video. Do you guys want to go and comment and tell Jeremy that maybe he should have watched the fucking clip before he did the video? Do you guys want to do that? Here, I'll pin the link. Hang on. Video. Sorry, my keyboard is at a totally awkward place right now, so it's hard to do it. Alice put the link in again. I can paste. There we go. Everyone go to the video and tell Jeremy that that he's being a fucking retard, please. Well, I just launched my coffee line today just to grift off of it because he's being a retard. But to be fair, I actually am going to take the coffee line down because I sell other merch that's way better than coffee, and I think the coffee is really overpriced, and I can't bring the price down because the price is what it is. But yeah, so I just launched my coffee line today. So if anyone wants to buy coffee from me, the link is pinned to the top of the chat. You can go to redmenacesupply.com, get it there. You can also get cool t-shirts and stuff. Anyway,
I know people like this.
Oh, yeah?
Better than anybody.
Oh, you do?
Do you guys know how long I've been making YouTube videos? How long I've been interacting with people like this? 15 years. I had one of the original YouTube channels where you couldn't even change, where before it ever had monetization. Okay, I've been on YouTube for something like 20 years. I know these people. I know them.
Wait, someone Ray over on Rumble says comments are blowing up about an hour ago. The comments are already in the video, but saying you're shitting on him. Good. Make comments in the video. This is ridiculous. This is one of the most ridiculous things that, listen, man, you can take some of my comments on the internet out of context. Listen, I'm not a perfect person. I make spicy comments on the internet. I troll on the internet with the best of them. You can take my comments on the internet and twist them to make me look like a horrible person. But this is just fucking laziness. This is literally just laziness. I didn't even mention Charlie fucking Kirk. And he didn't bother to watch the clip to actually see what he said, what I said, before he made a video about it on the internet. This is just pure laziness.
Don't, because you don't interact with them every day. So take my word for it. Karlyn Borysenko doesn't give two craps about Charlie Kirk. Ian Carroll doesn't either, and neither, sadly, does Candace Owens. Because even though I believe him and her were friends at one time, she doesn't give two rips about his death. She doesn't care. This Karlyn Borysenko, she never get. This is a flippin' month ago. She's calling him a shill and calling for his downfall. Now she's faking Jesus Christ himself. Jesus is fake. Stop falling for a Jewish psyop.
Adam Green is going to be so psyched. Adam Green W. Jesus is a Jewish psyop. Guys, one in the chat if I've ever said I was a Christian. 2 in the chat if I have been clear for years that I'm not a Christian. Now, listen, Christians, I don't want you to get all in your feels. I don't care if you guys are Christian. You're allowed to be Christian, but I'm allowed to not be Christian, and I'm allowed to say that, yes, I think that Adam Green is correct, and Jesus is a Jewish psyop, and I have literally never in my internet career pretended to be a Christian, and I could have grifted off of Christianity many, many times. I could have had a miraculous Christian conversion, just like Jeremy's had, just like James Lindsay's had, just like Carrie Smith has had, just like any of these people. If I had had a miraculous Christian conversion, I would have made so much fucking money. But that's not real. I'm not a Christian. I have my own spiritual belief systems. I don't care if you are a Christian. It's your business. But I believe that Christianity is a Jewish psyop. I have had Adam Green on this channel many times. I'm friends with Adam Green. I've been on his channel. And Jeremy wants to act like he's cracked the case because I posted on Twitter that Jesus is a Jewish fucking psyop. You got me, bro. You got me. You found me out.
8/31/2025, 3 weeks ago. Fox platforms her. She gives a crap about Charlie Kirk, whose mission was sharing the word of Jesus Christ. Her claim, Kirk lies to his audience because he doesn't bother with the fact checks, attacking her integrity.
There are other people who don't bother with fact checks as well. Thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate that. There are other people who don't bother with fact checks as well, as we have learned in this video, retard from the quartering.
His integrity for clout. This is all this year, by the way. Here's a tweet. Charlie Kirk isn't even the most tarded person on the internet today.
Probably true.
Here's another tweet. I keep telling you guys that the far left activist I record, she doesn't record anybody, or try to show you going to get...
I'm sorry, what? I don't record anybody? I don't record anybody. Jeremy, you retarded fat fuck. Jeremy, you retarded fucking loser. You think I don't record anyone, bro? You think I don't record anyone? Hang on 1 second. Let's fact check that little claim. I don't record anyone. Hey, Jeremy, do you know that I recently was in the New York fucking Post because I recorded a communist professor at Texas State University talking about overthrowing the government, and I got that professor fired for saying he was going to overthrow the government, and it was literally covered in the New York Post like a couple weeks ago. Not even a couple. There's me, Jeremy. I don't record people. Are you fucking shitting me? Jeremy, have you ever even bothered to watch my YouTube channel? Have you ever even bothered to see what I do? Let's check in.
And lastly, we ask that
hang on, let me show you this.
recording or streaming of today's.
If it wants to play. Because the New York Post is killing my computer right now. The New York Post is killing
and lastly, we ask that
Fuck the
there
New
be
York
no
Post.
recording or streaming of today's sessions from the
killing
floor.
my fucking
And
computer
any
right now.
disruptive behavior in today's
Oh my
session will
god, my
result in
computer
being
is
removed
dying
from
because of the
call.
New York.
We please ask that there will be no recording or streaming of today's sessions from the floor. Any disruptive behavior today could result in being removed from the call. So, just be a nice person. So with the little housekeeping things out of the way, let's jump right in.
Again, we ask no recording or streaming of today's session.
We ask that there be no recording or streaming of today's session from the floor. Any disruptive behavior in today's session will result in being removed from the call.
That was 2 weeks ago. Jeremy from the Quartering believes that I don't record people. That was 2 fucking weeks ago, and that was the event that got that Texas State University professor fired, which was covered in many, many places all over the internet, including the New York Post. Let's just hear retard from the Quartering again assure people that I never, ever, ever record people on the left, and that totally doesn't happen. Pinky swear, trust me, bro.
Even the most tarded person on the internet today. Here's another tweet. I keep telling you guys that the far left activist I record, she doesn't record anybody.
Oh,
I try
yeah?
to show you going to get violent. Prayers for Charlie Kirk. I really hope he's okay. This is the tweet after months of mocking him. She was mocking him 2 weeks before this, but now she's worried about him. She saw money.
Well, there's a difference between disagreeing with someone's political views and being worried for someone after he gets shot in the fucking neck, you retard. I don't know how many times someone should put a retard counter on this stream, because I just can't think of a better word to use to describe this fat fucking loser. Honestly, it's like, does anyone have a better word? Because my God.
Here's her real picture, by the way.
From 5.5 years ago.
She mocked
from 6. My hair has grown out significantly in 6.5 years, as it turns out. Retard from the Quartering.
Charlie Kirk's faith as a Jewish psyop, sneered at him, hurled slurs, called him a liar, a shill, and gloated over his downfall. Now she calls him a martyr and offers fake prayers.
He is a martyr.
She didn't honor Kirk in life, and she's exploiting him in death. Couldn't have said it more.
Again, I did one video about Charlie Kirk on the day he died. One. I did not talk about Charlie Kirk on Fox News. I've been teaching people about socialism and communism for the last week and a half, which is exactly what I've done for the past 4+ fucking years.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah, there's Colin Wright. Holy shit.
This woman never cared about Charlie Kirk, and if you see her talking about him, you should let her know that. Ian Carroll never gave a...
You should let retard from the Quartering know that he should have taken the time to fact check before he made a whole video. You should tell him that I never even mentioned Charlie Kirk on Fox News, and he looks like a retarded fucking loser right now, going around the internet saying that I was crying and praying for Charlie Kirk, which never, ever, ever happened. Yeah, I mean, this is the other thing, too. This is the other thing. And again, I'm not even wearing makeup right now. This is the other thing that, really, makes me confused. I teach people about the left. I am a teacher and a researcher and sometimes an undercover journalist when it suits me to be one. I teach people about the left. What the fuck does that have to do with how I look? What the fuck does that have to do? What did I miss the memo where I needed to look a certain way in order to infiltrate the left and record the left and write books about the left and teach people about the left? Did I miss the fucking memo on this? I'm sure you guys are all going to unsubscribe from my channel now that you know what I look like without makeup at 1 a.m. in the morning, right? Is it all over? You guys are going to go find someone else? How about you go to find Jeremy? He can teach you about the socialism. I don't know. I mean, does Jeremy from the Quartering meet the looks requirement to teach people about the left on the internet?
I don't care how many Pakistani bots this guy has propping up his X account, there's a reason that he doesn't get any traffic on YouTube and other video platforms because they're harder to bot. This guy is a astroturfed asset, in my opinion. His entire purpose is to divide the entire right between Israel and not Israel. Instead of talking about, does this guy give a damn about the far left that took Charlie Kirk's life? Nope. He doesn't care about that. He cares about Israel and money. Again, you've dedicated your life to serving the people who killed Jesus. He didn't like Charlie Kirk. He never did. Karlyn Borysenko never did either.
Yeah, you're
And
right.
Candace
I never
Owens
did.
is
100%.
appearing like it's been a long time since she gave a damn. These people are vile and they should be publicly called out. Just my opinion.
Let's see how those comments are going for Jeremy, shall we? Let's see how the comments are going. Let me just refresh because I know I want to get the latest comment in on here. Hang on, let's take a second to load.
Look,
guys, breaking news. I'm getting a new computer delivered tomorrow, so hopefully things will take a lot less time to load now. I've beat the shit out of this computer. It's on its last legs. Look at this. I unfollowed this chick a while ago. You may not like Karlyn, but her work infiltrating the far left is on point. Karlyn is, oh wow. See, all of these people didn't bother to actually watch the video. Dude, say what you want, but she's right about the far left. She's nuts. Oh, this is funny. She's nuts, but if you go to her Substack and watch only the videos where she points the camera at the socialists and lets them talk, she's doing something no one else on the internet is doing. So this person literally thinks I'm crazy, and then they're like, yeah, she actually does record this shit, bro. Wow. Let me look at the new comments. Sort by newest. There are some valid criticisms of Karlyn, but this is absolutely not one of them. Karlyn absolutely recorded far leftist, and she's been actually consistent on her stance about Charlie Kirk. If you want to criticize her, at least do the common courtesy of actually fact-checking. Dude, watch the video for yourself. You haven't any control of your body if you're not on heavy drugs. Yeah, exactly. Jeremy, put down the bottle, watch the clip, go touch grass. Guys, can you be specific? Can you guys do me a favor and be specific in your comments and say, you retard, Karlyn didn't even talk about Charlie Kirk on Fox News. Watch the fucking clip. Karlyn didn't even fucking mention Charlie Kirk on Fox News. If you had bothered to do a fact check, you would know that Karlyn didn't even mention Charlie Kirk on Fox News. And it's your fault, Jeremy, for believing the unhinged off his medication psycho Frank McCormick rather than doing a basic fact check. I need you to be very specific about what's in this clip. Kino, you didn't say that. You just said you're full of shit. Okay, what does the clip actually say? You're obviously not even seeing the clip. Neither she nor Jesse mentioned Charlie Kirk in the entire interview. You talked shit on her last week and you didn't even watch the clip. Why don't you watch her clip, you fucking retard? It's interesting, Karlyn didn't even talk about Charlie Kirk when she was on Fox News. You never showed the clip. The clip is about Antifa. Just saw the clip. It was about Antifa. She didn't mention Kirk once. Didn't even bother to watch the clip. Got all the wrong info. Oh, here he is. Okay, Kino, I apologize. I didn't see. Not one time in the 2-minute clip from Fox did she mention Charlie Kirk. Get your facts straight. Have you actually watched the fucking clip? Yeah. Watch the clip, dumbass. Dude, someone played you. Why didn't you watch the video? It makes you look like the liar. Exactly. Karlyn is shitting on you as we speak. Yes, I am. Yup. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Didn't you do any research? Yup. You didn't even watch the fucking clip. You do better. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Bad video, not good. Listen. I'm not everyone's cup of tea. And that's certainly true. And I don't actually try to be everyone's cup of tea. I don't want to be everyone's cup of tea. I want to sit on my corner of the internet and cover the far left, which is what I have been doing for over 4 fucking years. Well, this retard, how many times has he lied in videos like this? How many other videos has this faggot made where he is overtly lying and not even doing a basic fact check? Yeah, and of course, like the top comments are always going to be biased against me because there is a group of people on the internet that hate me and live to hate me and all this stuff, and they don't even bother to fact check. So, I don't know, man. I don't know what to say, but I do know that Kino Casino has been covering Jeremy lately. And it kind of seems as though Jeremy may be running out of money. And so, I don't know. I thought maybe we could just take some time to find out what's going on. Let's get the newest one. Jeremy is losing $20,000 a month. Jeremy from the Quartering is losing money fast. What's going on here? He's getting desperate, blames his viewers. What's going on here? Quartering channel is dying. Jeremy begs and pleads with viewers. Jeremy, aka the Quartering, loses it over 1-star coffee review. Bribes his viewers to watch his content. Huh. Which one should we watch? Has anyone watched any of these clips? Which one should we watch? Do you guys have any opinion? Let me know in the chat. Let's just pick one of these clips. And let's see what the Kino Casino has to say about all this. Because I don't know. I haven't watched the Kino Casino in a while. I dabbled in Kino Casino a couple of years ago, but I really don't actually care. All of them, they're too long. They're too... The highest view one. Okay, let's see. This is one about him being broke. That seems to have a lot of views. His channel's dying. Okay, let's watch the one about him being broke. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's happening. This is 5 months ago. We'll skip around a little bit.
This is Quartering threatening his staff that if he doesn't get some coffee sales, everybody's fired.
He pees in the sink in the basement.
Let's start off with Quartering is broke. We couldn't help but celebrate. Like the haterade we're drinking here, like we're never going to be thirsty again. This
By the way,
is
I'm
like
just drinking
when
water. I'm not
Jesus
drinking
said,
something
if
fun.
you follow me, you will never be hungry or thirsty again. And the people didn't understand his wisdom. This is the levels of Kino, like manna from heaven. Like the water from God that maketh it so you must never thirst again. This is the sort of haterade that we are quenching our thirst.
I love this.
It's so amazing.
You don't know
My cup
Quartering.
overfloweth, like it overrunneth with fine wine, with the finest nectar.
So Quartering does anti-woke videos on Disney and this and that and the other. But the difference with him, he makes 10 videos a day, low energy.
No. He makes 5 videos a day.
Oh, I'm
Andy.
sorry for it.
Andy, there's a video at 12 p.m. There's a video at 2 p.m. There's a video at 3 p.m. There's a video at 4 p.m. And there's a video at 5 p.m., Andy. Plus, there is a 1-hour live stream at 1 p.m.
Every day?
Andy. Every day. Forever. And Quartering discovered what Feezer always wanted, the fabled fountain of Feezer, the infinite money glitch.
Yeah.
Quartering discovered that if you just pump out infinite slop about Disney and Marvel and woke content and Trump, that you can tap into the fabled infinite money glitch. And Quartering became so wealthy, so prideful, so powerful there. He became a multi-millionaire complaining about Disney.
Yeah.
And he could have just made millions and millions. And
Bought a
millions.
house. That's
But
it.
he fell into the same trap as the dim fool. He spent all of his money on a bunch of useless shit. Like with Dim Fool, it was the skateboard park, the coffee shop, the bunker, the staff, the equipment. Quartering did the same thing. He got 12 staff that he didn't fucking
12
need.
staff for
12
slop
staff.
videos.
He what he did?
12.
He bet everything on a coffee company. And it's like, do you understand that your core business is just putting the anti-woke takes in the bag, bro?
That's it.
That's your successful business, boss. Okay? Everything else revolves around that. You're not like this incredible entrepreneur. You're not the next like Dragon's Den, Shark Tank, wheeler and dealer, capital investment opportunity quartering. Like, this is a quartering, for whatever reason, seemed to believe when it came to coffee, he had like a 200-year-old family recipe coffee plantation from Ecuador with only the
I'll tell you this. Listen, I have a merch store, obviously, and I'm selling coffee through that merch store right now because my supplier allows me to white label on many different things, like t-shirts, like sweatshirts and hoodies and things like that, and do print on demand, but they also allow me to white label coffee. The reason I bring this up is I almost thought about starting a coffee line as a joke, just because like every influencer has a coffee line and it doesn't cost me anything to do it because there's no overhead. It's all print on demand, right? So it's like you just take their item, you put your label on it, you mark it up, whatever, and then you put it out there and it all just ships and prints on demand. You don't have to carry inventory. But like the reason I haven't like done that seriously, I'm doing it now just as a gag. But like the reason I never sold coffee seriously is it is expensive. It's so expensive. And like even the coffee that I have in my store right now, if you want to buy it, go ahead. And I think you'll piss off Jeremy from the quartering every single time you buy my coffee instead of his. But like the reality is it's like I have to price it way too high, much higher than I'm comfortable with. And that's part of the reason I don't do it, because it's expensive to do. The reason I bring this up is Jeremy from the quartering is a flat retard if he thought he was going to make a lot of money selling coffee that he was white labeling on the internet. I don't make the majority of my money from my merch store. Now, I love my merch store. I love being able to create cool designs and give people some like anti-communist, like cultural stuff to be able to wear. My t-shirts are fucking awesome, right? But like, I don't make the bulk of my money there. And the reality is that if I had to rely on my merch store to live, it wouldn't be, sustainable. That's why I have my Substack. That's why I have my super chats on YouTube. I do other stuff as well that you guys maybe don't know about. But like the whole idea that Jeremy was going to become a millionaire by selling coffee, like basic games of math will tell you that's not going to work.
Finest roast beans, but your name is Jeremy Hambly. Not Jeremy Rodriguez Escalante.
You know what? Like I actually should have done this. You're right. I should have done maybe I'll do one tomorrow. Maybe I'll add another coffee to the line and we'll call it Jeremy's Tears Coffee.
You're from Wisconsin, Jeremy.
Oh,
you're from Wisconsin. Like, I've got the band. By the way, he's competing with 20 different coffee brands on the conservative right. There's the aforementioned like Dim Fool blend. There's the Steven Crowder fucking coffee. There's the Alex Jones Wake Up America coffee. There's Black Rifle fucking coffee. Dick Masterson, for fuck's sake, had his own coffee at one time.
Neurotic has coffee?
New Project Brew, exactly, Matt, at the internet.
Stalking
New
milk
Project
coffee.
Brew. Like, what are you talking about?
Wait,
You're
Ash,
a fucking coffee wizard.
His-
Stop.
Guys,
Sam Hyde has a coffee now. Hey, which coffee do you think you're gonna buy?
As his coffee though, the name is Coffee Brand Coffee.
Brilliant!
It sounds
The
like a no-name
marketing
brand.
genius. The
Coffee
marketing genius of the
Brand
Corey Crow.
Coffee.
So here's what happened. So that I was informed today.
Ash, real fast. By the way, he bought his wife 3 planes, Cessnas. He has a basement with 1,000 arcade machines. He spent every penny on every fucking thing you could, and now he has to sell his Nintendo
He has
games.
to sell his Nintendos in his Neo
Geo games.
That's how you know he's fucking broke. That's how you know he's out of. He's tapped every line of credit, every credit card, everything. It's all tapped. Everything must go at the Quarter Pounders eBay yard sale of 2025. Everything must go. Can I interest you? Step right up. We have pinball machines.
Yeah, I'm going to be very clear. I have no idea how the coffee in my store tastes because I literally just white labeled it today. And so just fair warning, guys, the coffee that you buy in my store may suck. And I don't know about it because I'm literally just white labeling someone else's coffee, which is exactly what Jeremy from the Quartering is doing, which is exactly what all these people do. You're just white labeling a product. I'm doing it for a gag. You get a really cool bag. The coffee bags look really cool. So do it for that. But like, the coffee may suck and you can't return it. If you buy it, you're just donating to my work. And you see, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be like, listen, man, my t-shirts are fucking awesome. I wear almost exclusively my own t-shirts. I totally co-sign my own t-shirts. They're high quality t-shirts. The graphics looks good. The printing looks awesome. I'm very serious about my clothing merch being awesome. The coffee stuff, yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's good. Maybe it's not. Don't know.
Purchased for $10,000. Do I hear $200? Do I hear $300? It's going to be a massive loss, everybody. It's going to be a blowout extravaganza. It's the Liquidator show, but it's the Quartering's fucking possessions on this earth. Welcome to the Liquidators. Here we're selling off fucking Neo Geo overpriced shit that he bought for $600. This cartridge can be yours today for a mere $50.
Yeah, I have to add this before you go on, Ashton. He spent every cent investing into this company, and now he's realized no one is buying the coffee.
Yeah.
So
why would they?
Ashton
Why
here.
would
Go
they?
ahead. Go ahead now.
Why would they buy the coffee, Quartering, when you could just go to the grocery store and there's like 100 different varieties of Keurig K-Pops? You know what I mean? Why, if I'm even lazier than that, I could have it like DoorDash to my house or Uber Eats to my house.
Or
why? Why would I order? Coffee. Why exactly? Why would I buy my coffee from you? In particular, Quartering, what makes your coffee like the greatest coffee on God's earth?
It's even crazier. He doesn't even sell it as a conservative brand.
No, he tries to say it's apolitical.
Why?
But it's obvious it's just a cope. Because the only reason to buy the coffee is to defeat Disney. Now, how that's supposed to work? How in his mind buying a cup of his coffee somehow defeats the woke establishment and defeats Disney and makes video games unwoke has yet to be explained. Like, there's a big question mark in between sell coffee and defeat wokeness. Because it really makes no sense. But let's have a look. So Quartering is now blaming the woke left. He's saying
doesn't have any evidence.
Woke leftists just screwed me and my staff over.
Wow.
Wait, people, everyone wants the Whoa Buddy coffee.
Whoa, buddy.
Yeah, commercials us drink in the morning.
Holy shit. Look at this guy.
Look at
He's fat. He's fat. And he's gray.
He looks
like
raw.
he had a fucking stroke, buddy. Look at this googly-eyed bastard.
Well, Ash, you're right. There's the schedule.
There's a video at 12, 2, 3, 5, and 6 p.m.
Why?
And live on Rumble. Because this guy, he's just trying to. He's broke and he has to grift all day, every day. The reality is the guy is a workaholic because he hates his own life. He has problems. And so he tries to escape.
Remember, guys. This is the guy that is insulting my looks. Listen, I'm not one to attack people's looks on the internet. I'm really not. I don't give a flying F what you look like. It doesn't make a difference to me at all. Until you start attacking me. And then once you start attacking me, I consider it to be fair game to point out that this is what he looks like. It's like, this is what I look like. Just like that's what those fat retards on Twitter that try to make fun of me all the time look like. It's like, come on, bro.
All of his problems, like his obesity, by pouring himself into his grift. Let's have a look here.
Okay.
What's wrong, everyone? Jeremy here from the.
One last thing. His chat or his comments already are like, stop promoting the coffee. I paid for premium.
Nobody
no ads.
wants to hear
No
about
ads.
the fucking coffee, Jeremy.
They're already done with it. And what does he
Holy-
do? He releases an 11-minute video only on the coffee. Here we go.
Here's your video, sir. Here's your anti-woke video, sir. It's just me crying about being broke for 11 minutes.
Let's check it out.
Quartering. I wasn't sure I was going to go public about this.
You shouldn't have.
You probably shouldn't have. You want to know why? Because it's a you problem.
He made a whole video about being broke and people needing to buy his coffee because he's broke. Oh.
He has a problem because of his financial irresponsibility.
Oh.
And so now it's your responsibility to fix it, folks.
How the fuck is he broke? Doesn't he have a Rumble contract? Doesn't he have like millions of subscribers? How the fuck is it that I am successful as a content creator and this doofus is broke?
Who's the girl who played
By buying the
Marvel,
coffee.
Captain Marvel?
Brie Larson.
Brie Larson's fucking masturbating to this video.
He needs that money. Look how felted he is, bro. He's looking down for chips and there's just
Brie
none to be
Larson's
had. So
fucking
this is like when your buddy at the casino maxed out all his credit cards. There's nothing left in his fucking debit account. It's gone. So he starts asking you to go to the ATM and pull out money for him to gamble with.
I swear I'll win,
This
bud.
is
I'll
the
give it back.
equivalent-
I'll give it back.
Bro, don't worry, bro. I'll pay it with juice and interest. Oh, it's gone. And then you'll never see that guy again.
Oh,
He'll just disappear.
Oh, quartering.
But it appears I have to now.
You don't have
Many
to.
of you know that I've got a lot of irons in the fire.
Why? Just
Why
do one
though?
thing
Just
good.
put the anti-Disney takes
Oh,
in the bag, sir. It doesn't make any sense. Why do YouTubers believe
One is
that they're
self-aware.
going to be like the next big entrepreneur?
Wasn't he
Like
saying?
it's just illusions of
Ash.
grandeur. Oh, I'm going to have a media company with 15 staff. Like
funniest
why?
The funniest thing is last year, go woke, go broke, says the
Wait,
brokey.
yeah, wait a minute. It's not just woke that's going broke. It's Jeremy, the Hambly, the Ham Planet. Holy!
You've heard me say, "Hey, I've got my."
But you can tell what a brilliant Machiavellian mind he is because he has 48 laws of power behind him, guys.
Oh yeah.
He has a completely untouched, brand new, fresh copy of 48 Laws of Power that he never, which by the way, even if he read it, like how cringe, like the pop psychology shit. Yeah, man. I
Yeah,
remember
right.
when I was 20. I remember when I was 20, Jeremy.
mixology cookbook to help fund.
The MAGA mixology cookbook. Have you seen that?
Oh, not the MAGA mixology cookbook. Here's how to make your cocktails in a Trump-approved way. They're the finest cocktails. They're
Have you seen the cover?
fantastic. No, I have not.
Oh, we'll wait for that.
The new studio. Obviously it's a meme, but you all know I have my coffee company. Well, the coffee company has also been expanding to take on Amazon to try and
Why?
compete or with.
Like,
bigger
imagine being this delusional. The delusion. This guy thinks he's gonna beat Amazon at selling coffee. Read alert. Read alert.
Every
alert.
What does he mean taking on Amazon? What does he mean? Now, I know, like, so one of the projects that I want to do at some point is I can actually put my merch for sale on Amazon, like the merch in my store. And I kind of do want to do that, but like it takes some finagling to do it. And I haven't had time to sit down and think about it. So is Jeremy just talking about putting his coffee for sale on Amazon and trying to like compete with them that way? Is that what he's talking about? Because like that's just a matter of like you just have to set it up and like send them your supply and like all that stuff. It's really not that big of a deal. But like, does this retard think he's going to compete with Amazon? Jeremy, like, it's one thing to have a little boutique company, bro, but like you're not going to compete with Amazon selling coffee. That's stupid.
Oh,
Remember him and Coach had a battle with Medicare about who was richer? Remember that?
Yes.
But now Coach has passed away and now Jeremy's broke.
Coach's estate is worth more.
It's true. Yeah, so Coach won.
Names and to hopefully by the end of the year
R.I.P.
be on the grocery shelves. And for the past 3
You're going to be on the
why
grocery
do you
shelves.
think you're going to get on the grocery shelves?
That's
like this
retarded.
guy really think. By the way, bro, it's called coffee brand coffee.
Do you know how hard it is to get onto grocery shelves? That is a stupid business to get into, man. It is incredibly difficult to get on grocery shelves. It's incredibly expensive.
Coffee brand.
Do you really think that the average middle-aged person or like the average mother of a family or whatever that's going down the grocery store aisles is going to look and see coffee brand coffee, which is going to probably be a lot more expensive than the option they normally get?
It sounds like no name though.
And just grab it off the shelf rather than what they usually get for their Keurig machine or their Nespresso? Like, imagine believing that.
Buddy,
like, imagine.
If he was on Shark Tank, they'd all go, could you leave?
There's so much competition in this space. Not just within the right-wing grifter space of selling right-wing coffee. There's so many options now. But just within coffee in general.
$18 US.
Everybody and their mother has a fucking coffee grift.
Well, listen, I said this at the beginning of the stream. I was very clear at the beginning of the stream. When I do late night streams, they're drama streams. If you don't want to watch internet drama on a stream that I have told you is about internet drama, you need to exercise some personal responsibility and not click on the link. I'm serious, guys. If you don't want to watch internet drama, I have a massive archive of socialist content. You can go watch one of my socialist classes. There's plenty of content that you can watch, but I'm like, you need to exercise some personal responsibility. And if you don't want to watch a piece of content, then don't click on the link. It is clearly branded as something different. I did a warning at the beginning of the stream. I was very explicit. I'm not trying to be a dick, but I disparaged Charlie Kirk. I did. Has anyone ever seen this guy in my chat before? Hang on. We're going to do a little experiment. This is going to call, has this person ever been in my chat before? Guess what? This person has never been in my chat before today. So you weren't really subscribed in the first place, bro. You weren't really subscribed in the first place. And now guess what? You're permanently banned. So one of Jeremy's fans came over here, subscribed to the channel, didn't actually watch the video, and said, you disparaged Charlie Kirk when I did. Well, I mean, I went after Charlie Kirk months ago when he was still alive. And now he's permanently banned. Goodbye. Too bad. So sad. Go away.
Right now, bro.
$18 US for a small bag of coffee.
Well, and that's the thing, too, as Josh is saying. You're also not going to make better store coffee than Bustelo or any of the other brands. You're just not, man.
Insane. Ash, would you pay 18 USD for his coffee for a small bag?
Fuck, that's like 30 Canadian dollars.
That's
insane. I'm not gonna pay that.
What about his what's it called? The Founders Pack. Are you gonna buy the Founders Pack?
Get ready for the freeze-dried strawberries, bro.
Freeze-dried strawberries.
We're throwing in freeze-dried.
You mean that I stated positions against Charlie Kirk when he was alive? Yes, I did. Do you mean that I claimed I was ever friends with Charlie Kirk or met him? Or are you one of the quarterings retards that you actually think I went on Fox News and prayed for Charlie Kirk and cried? When have I disparaged Charlie Kirk since his death? Can you give me a clip? Can you give me a tweet that I've disparaged Charlie Kirk since his death? Bro, that's not even proper English. We're like, bro, we are a smart people channel here. We're not a stupid people channel. This is not English. So do you believe that I went on Fox News and prayed for Charlie Kirk and cried? Oh, so now you're saying I didn't disparage him. Oh, okay. Got it. Well, regardless, bro, I'm okay. Well, you should work on that. But if you say any more retarded shit in my chat, I'm going to permanently ban you. So, be the best judge of what you want to say.
Strawberries for only $100. You too can have freeze-dried strawberries, not as though you couldn't just go to any fucking grocery store and get higher quality ones.
Someone said they could get 5 pounds of coffee for $36.
You know what? This is actually a really good idea. This is to do tea instead of coffee. I don't know if I can do that through my distributor, but I'm much more, I agree with you. A really nice tea would be very, very nice. I do actually like tea. I like coffee too, but I'll drink any type of coffee. I can't taste the difference, but tea, that's not a bad idea.
Oh my God, man. Oh,
so
buddy.
stupid. How did he lose his money?
Oh, man. Okay, so here's what happened.
Go.
So this is the story I heard from Uncle Gabe Hoff.
Wow.
Now, this story, it's like a little bit like, it's kind of like uncertain when even the casino pauses to be like, not 100%
Well, Gabe
sure.
told us so.
But Gabe told us, and he's Jewish, so his word is basically gospel.
It is gospel, yeah.
And essentially what happened was 3 years ago, Jeremy the Ham Planet, the quarter pounder himself, got called out because it turns out where he was sourcing his coffee from was from a SJW, like pro LGBTQ.
No, Ash, I searched that.
In Salt Lake City.
It's true.
It's true.
No,
It's
allegedly in case of lawsuits, but Ashton, after you told me that, I searched it and it wasn't. There was articles on that.
So yeah, so this happened about 3 years ago. So Jeremy, rather than just like taking the L, decided that he would purchase everything that was necessary to do all of the coffee himself. So this motherfucker like bought a factory, apparently. He bought all this, like, listen to this story. This is crazy. And he bankrupted himself doing this.
Wait, here it is. In 2022, Quartering Coffee brand coffee was repackaged woke coffee. Oh my God.
It was repackaged woke coffee.
Yeah. Oh
what
my
a phony chat.
Private coffee brand coffee on remaining completely apolitical. And that's literally
pause.
why I called it that.
Imagine like the cope of that, to say that it's apolitical. No, Quartering. The only reason anybody would buy this coffee instead of the way more convenient and inexpensive and frankly better options that they have available is because they support your political agenda, Quartering.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason anybody would buy it. And to say otherwise is just so disingenuous. You're going to lose a lot of people.
Yeah, I agree.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That. Some people think the name is goofy. I get that. But it would have been easier for me to sell liberal tiers coffee or something like
Then
that.
why didn't
but
you?
I want my coffee to be on coffee shelves one day. There's a big difference
Delusional. Delusional. Whoa, buddy.
What a
You really think this is going to happen?
You're a piece.
Whoa.
You're a piece of garbage.
Hey, so he was sourcing his coffee from a pro like LGBTQ company. Of course he was, because he doesn't actually make his coffee. He just white labels someone else's coffee. It's so stupid to think that this is going to land him on grocery shelves.
What I do and what most everyone else does. I don't drop ship my coffee. We roast our own special blends. We hand flavor our beans.
That's every coffee company.
Every coffee company tells you this. We hand roast the beans. Like,
hand
come
roast.
on. I'm not born yesterday, buddy.
Do they like
We pack our orders, we ship our orders, we handle our customer service.
This story
we
is
are not a
crazy.
dropship outlet.
Like
We're-
it's just really stupid to do it that way though.
Yeah,
Just-
it is
a waste
actually,
of
because
time and
if
money.
You're not
it's colossal. If he actually has some setup where he has a whole coffee staff and they're hand roasting the beans and all that stuff, and he's only selling it for $18, he is stupid. This is stupid. It is so expensive to do this stuff. And like, listen, you can literally white label a coffee with having to keep no inventory, with someone else managing all the logistics for cheaper than he's doing it on his own. This is so dumb.
in the coffee business. You're in the anti-woke YouTube business. And this is just lost complete sight of reality. All right, let's keep going.
Real coffee company. And I made that investment with the plan of having something that could grow. Well, we've never been at our most vulnerable, but right now we're stocking up for Mother's Day, which is an important time of year for us because we do so well for Mother's Day gift boxes. And we're trying to compete on Amazon. And I'm trying to build a new office. All of these things have stretched basically me to the absolute max.
Oh,
It
no.
was fine. You probably saw I was selling my Neo Geo collection. I'm selling.
Guys,
Oh,
it's fine.
Oh, no.
You know, I'm just having to sell off all of my earthly possessions. Guys, I'm stretched as thin as I possibly can be. I've maxed everything out. It's going to be okay, though. I just have to sell off my Neo Geo and Nintendos. Listen, when you're selling off your video game collection for spare fucking change, shit's like, this is the thing. Is it's like you're trying to run a coffee factory and coffee, like, assembly line and customer service. The amount of money you're getting from selling your Nintendo and Neo Geo probably ain't gonna cut it, boss. So it means we're in like dire times, bro.
By the way,
Holy.
Ash, he'll say later, his wife is now working full-time as customer service for Coffee Brand Coffee.
This is like the equivalent of like your phone bill came in for $100 Canadian and you have no money. So
You sell
go
your
to-
PS3
No,
games?
you start hawking your games at the pawn shop. Like, this is like going through the couch looking for loose change, or it's like smashing your child's piggy bank and taking it. Okay, I got $6.75 here and assorted nickels and dimes. I'm definitely going to be able to pay for the factory with this.
Selling my Nintendo collection. I'm selling all this stuff to help fund it.
Nintendo Mario 3. Bye-bye.
Guys, Super Mario Brothers 3 Mint Edition. Well, best I can do is $20. Well, I gotta pay my staff for my coffee factory. Oompa loompa doopa dee dee. Quartering is a grifter, you'll see. Went broke selling coffee. Now cries and sells Nintendo games.
This stuff.
I know,
And it's because I believe in the things that I'm doing. But now we hit a roadblock that
This is okay.
We've hit a
This is
roadblock,
crazy.
folks.
He's lost
That
all his
can't
money.
be solved by selling loose cartridges of ice climbers, guys. Listen, my business strategy. Listen, the copies of ice climbers I have loose for $8 aren't cutting it. So it's time for you to bail me out on my coffee grip.
This is actually insane, guys.
This
So-
guy may as well go into the parking lot and smoke cigarette butts at this point. Like, go onto the street and pick up cans and loose fucking bottles to take it to the beer store to get a refund for 10 cents. This is where he's at.
So he's already at the lowest, like you are, right? Maxed out everything. But then another hurdle appears. Let's watch.
I need to try and reach out and give you an understanding of why I could use some help. I can't confirm.
You're
this
a
for sure.
multi-millionaire.
No, he's
You're
not.
a
Not anymore.
multi-millionaire. You own 3 fucking private planes,
They're all
sir.
sold. They're all sold.
Listen, once again, I have to come to you, my audience who works jobs, to ask for support for my multi-million-dollar coffee project. You want to beat Disney, right? Oh, but how does this help us beat Disney? Don't worry. You just have to buy more coffee, guys.
Well, how does his wife?
It's so upsetting to me. Part of the reason why I do not interact on this side of the internet at all, and I'm not like, I mean, listen, PPP and Worski, they're having their fun, whatever. But part of the reason I don't even interact on the side of the internet that Jeremy Retard from the Quartering plays on is because, like, it burns me so much that his retarded low IQ content is more interesting to people than the socialist stuff that I cover. It burns me, man. It really burns me. It burns me that people are more interested in low IQ retardia than they are in the thing that is destroying our entire world. But remember, I'm the real problem here and not him. Whatever.
Fly the plane when she's working at the customer service now, 24/7.
I don't know. Has he sold the plane yet?
Yeah, of course.
Like, has he sold the plane yet before he comes to us asking us support for the coffee?
Check. Someone find out if the plane is sold. Okay.
Holy.
Right now with Coffee Brand Coffee, we are basically completely vertically integrated. We roast our stuff, we pack our stuff.
That doesn't make sense.
Vertically
we print our own
integrated
bags, things like
so
that.
it's all in-house.
That's so stupid.
Which is like
That's
a very,
so
very,
dumb.
very expensive way of doing it that he did not need
He
to
didn't
do.
sell the plane yet. Quartering, go fuck yourself.
This is all a lie then. This is all just a shit grift.
Yourself.
The only thing that we were reliant on anyone else for was some of the boxes for our
it's the wife's planes. Fair enough.
K-cups and some of the procedures around that. It's our coffee, but we had someone else.
Why
helping,
does he think his audience cares? Or wants to know about the intricate inner workings of his coffee shop?
The comments are like fucking off, bastard. They're all mean.
Hey guys, welcome to the business meeting for my coffee company. Now I know you're not a shareholder. All the profits go to me.
Where's that
This isn't a co-op or anything like that, but we have to defeat the woke menace. So you got to bail out my bad business decision.
Wait, I sent you. Oh fuck! Where did I send you the comments? Fuck.
Don't worry, we'll go to the comments.
I'll look for them. Yeah.
Others, so we could do all that. Well, apparently that person, I don't know this for sure, but I suspect it, saw my YouTube channel and didn't like my politics.
Here it is.
Well, we have
here it is. It's
so he, by the way, he suspects. He actually has no evidence whatsoever
that it's woke.
That this supplier is woke or saw.
This video is 5 months old, Jennifer. There's some newer ones, but this one had the most views.
His channel or anything. He's just playing political victim with his apolitical coffee company.
Yeah, I have no evidence.
I have no evidence whatsoever this person is woke, but they're woke, and that's why that my business failed. It's not at all that it was delusional and insane to think I was going to beat Amazon at selling coffee and that I was going to be in every Walmart in the nation, a multi-millionaire coffee guru with a coffee called
Coffee Brand Coffee?
Checks notes. What? What?
Okay, here it is. Hate to do it. You said you would lay off the coffee shill for a bit, but an 11-minute coffee ad is not what I came for. You flew too close to the sun. And then 300K. He's 300K in debt. It's almost like woke ain't the only ones going broke. Felt it.
A 20,000 K-cup order. Basically decided to tell us, to pound sand, or I don't know what's going on. We have
What do you mean you don't know what's going on at your own business? Is this why your business failed? Because you don't know what's going on at your own business? What are you saying? Why should I bail you out then? If you don't even know what's going on.
That's a good question.
Haven't heard anything back.
Good question.
This is absolutely crippling.
They just
it's crippling.
They ghosted him.
It's crippling.
They ghosted him.
I'm already so overextended with Coffee Brand Coffee. I feel like they knew this was the time that they could really cause maximum damage.
What do you? It's like an
What do
A-log
you
who owns
mean?
the coffee distribution
There's
company.
some evil troll that runs the K-Cup factory. Let's see those maggoteers survive this one. They think that they can cut taxes and regulations. I'll show them. What are we doing here? Oh my God.
What is the solution? Well, it's to buy about $80,000 in equipment. And
is that ever the solution? No. It's like, listen, you went from YouTuber to now magically we need to buy $80,000 of manufacturing equipment, or it's over, bro.
More.
How did we get to that point?
Know what else to do. I can't miss Mother's Day. It's our biggest sale of the year.
Oh my God. Oh my God. This is insane. I need that money. I really, really do, guys. We can't miss the marathon, guys. The Mega Man marathon for Mother's Day. We got to hit our goals, guys. You need to buy the coffee.
Funniest comment here.
Oh my God.
In chat. Cringe Wave says, help me crowd fund my new coffee factory. Like,
listen, I don't think you need to own a coffee factory, sir. Where does he get the idea that he's entitled to a coffee factory?
Yeah,
I don't get it. You make YouTube videos about Disney.
Okay, why is Mother's Day a big coffee day? It's like for gifts,
All right.
I guess.
All right. So 5 months ago, they did this video where he was begging for money. Okay, we watched that. Let's watch a little bit of another one because there's been some newer developments. How about we do this one? This was the newest one they have about him on their channel. The quartering is losing 20K a month. Let's see what happened here.
Look at this. We're watching a guy title a video. That's what we're watching. That's the content.
Bombshell.
This is why I don't do giveaways. Like, people fucking complain. Like, are you kidding me? So yeah, when you see me, I look fat. But like, for example,
but hang on. Chill.
But all right, guys, we're doing the quartering segment here. The downfall of the quartering is fascinating to watch because it's basically entirely self-inflicted. As we're going to see here, what quartering is doing here. I almost said review tech because they're both fat fucking retards, you know. But
like, what's the difference?
This is basically.
Can I just say, listen, man. When all those retards on the internet were harassing me constantly, like 3 or 4 years ago, I was going through a really tough time. And I wasn't sure what strategy to take on the internet. And I made the decision to basically divorce myself from as many of these like just low IQ content creators as possible and just focus on my content covering the left. And I got to tell you guys, I had to keep my head down for years because I had all these lies being spread about me. I had all these smear campaigns being spread about me, always by the same people, always associated with Carrie Smith and Mike Harlow, who are friends with the quartering. And I just said, I don't want anything to do with you retards. This is crazy. Like, I am not existing in an internet culture where people are just constantly lying and smearing and doing all this retarded bullshit. But I got to tell you guys, it was really, really, really difficult for a couple years to get my grounding, to build my community, to continue to produce content like really, really, really consistently, to do all that stuff. And now that I'm on the other side of it, that I have a really stable community, that I have thousands of people who are supporting the work I'm doing and believe in me, that I'm having the win after win after win, infiltrating leftist events, getting people to watch it. My channel is growing. It's awesome. I appreciate all the new people here. I appreciate all the people who come back to the channel. I really, really do. Now that I'm in this place where things are just moving in the right direction, I'm like, holy shit, I absolutely made the right decision to divorce myself from all of these people. It was absolutely the right call. And listen, man, I could have made clickbait content. I could have covered Tim Pool every day of the week and gotten more views on my content for years. I could have reacted to all of these famous internet people for years and gotten way more views and way more subscribers, and the channel would be much larger, but I would have been selling my fucking soul and I would be miserable. I get to cover content that I love. I get to cover content that I'm obsessed with. I get to do content that literally no one else in the country is doing because I kept my fucking head down and I figured it out. And I knew that if I just kept moving forward, that it would work out eventually. And now it has. And I'm in such a good position. And the reason I bring this up is like, I could be in a very different position today if I had made different decisions. And I guess I'm saying that if you want to make content on the internet, if you want to do this like YouTube thing or stuff like that, you've got to remain true to yourself, even when it's hard, even when it's difficult, even when it seems like the world is working against you, even when you have got to remain true to yourself and who you are and what you want to do. And you don't have to engage in any of this internet bullshit. You really don't. There's an audience for everyone. There are more than enough people in the world where there is an audience for everyone. There's an audience for you and what you want to do. But if you get bogged down in this internet bullshit culture, you will literally never get there because you will constantly be distracted. And that's why people like, I've seen posts like people on the internet saying, wasn't she dead? Where the fuck did she go? I cordoned myself off from all the loser grifting content creators of the internet to be able to focus on what I want to do and to build all of the things that I have today. And now all my hard work is paying off. And look at them. They're broke and they're crashing out and they have nothing. And that's because they didn't, they weren't smart about what they were doing. Choices make impacts. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
That picture of the person drowning and they're in the kiddie end of the pool and they could stand up at any time and stop themselves from drowning. This is what Quartering is doing to himself. He's drowning himself by spending $20,000 a month on friends. This is what this is. It's a $20,000 a month friendship simulator where he buys the friendship and affection of these women that he clearly is simping for, just siphoning away all of his personal wealth into Melanie Mack and Hannah Claire fucking Brimelo's bank accounts to the tune of $240,000 a year. And he admits that there's no day of the week where his show...
He's paying those girls $20,000 a month? Shit.
Actually makes...
Well, okay, listen. Well, PPP and Worski certainly have their charm. They do tend to actually be an accurate source of internet gossip and things like that. They're like the town gossips. They're just having a good time making fun of other people on the internet, but they do actually, tend to be correct about what they say. Maybe not on everything, but they do tend to, get most stuff right.
Money other than the Friday show when it's just him. So why he doesn't see that the solution is to remove these people, these co-hosts that he's vastly overpaying, or change the incentive structure to where they split the revenue that comes in is beyond me. It's just pathetic. The reality is these women wouldn't accept the deplorable conditions that they're forced to perform in, where they have this giant fucking beluga sexually harassing them at every turn and providing the shittiest possible environment to perform in possible. Just the boredom fucking Olympics, unless he was paying them $1,000 a fucking week or whatever insane shit this is. It's wild. So we're going to get into this here. This is Quartering's failed fundraiser.
Oh,
it's
my God. We watched it on the last show, by the way. We watched the video, the fundraiser with the PS.
His failed giveaway. Let's go into the Quartering folder here.
Here we go.
And we go into, okay, first of all, let's go into the scam viewership.
Okay.
Before we get to these clips. So here we have, this is Quartering allegedly 30,000 live viewers on Rumble.
Wow, that's a big number.
Now, notice with 30,402 viewers, he only has 400 likes on the stream.
Wow.
That's strange. Because
Wow.
that's a lot
Oh.
less than you would think a stream with 30,000 viewers would be.
Just for the record right now, there are 315 people watching on YouTube right now, and I have 235 likes. So the quartering says he had 30,000 viewers on Rumble and only had 400 likes. Kind of seems like the quartering might be botting his Rumble views. Kind of seems like that.
Getting of engagement.
Be at least 3
Now,
to 5,000, right? Minimum.
You would think, right? Or at least 1,000. I mean, I saw a live stream today on YouTube that had 2,700 viewers, and an hour and a half in, it had 1.1 thousand likes.
There you go.
You know,
Now,
this is supposedly 30,000.
So we're gonna see the chat here, is what you're saying?
Yeah, let's look at the chat speed here.
Did you screen record this?
No, a legend called Return of the Mac and Cheese.
Oh, that guy.
And by the way, this is also why I have never botted shit. Like, people accuse me of like buying like subscribers or buying things. Like, I have never botted shit. My channel grew organically in 2020 when I was the conservative media darling and I had a PragerU video, and I have never botted shit. Even when I had much lower view counts than I have right now, because the thing of it is it again, it will always bite you in the ass. I've never bought it on YouTube. I've never bought it on Rumble. I was like, you know what? Whoever is meant to find my content is going to find my content. And if that's 20 people, that's great. If that's 100 people, that's great. If that's 1,000 people, that's great. Like, whoever is meant to find me is going to find me. I don't need to fucking play these fucking scam games to make it look like I'm bigger than I am. Whoever is meant to be here will be here. But no, these people don't think like that because they are clout whores on the internet.
Kiwi Farms.
Yeah.
The legendary one-man army against the quartering's crimes.
Amazing.
Expose quartering. This was his stream, I believe, on Friday.
By the way, Rumble Foreskin 123 says quartering used to be one of my least favorite segments. Now it's peak. You guys, you had to let us cook. We're telling you, trust us.
You have to establish the character.
Yeah, we see something here.
Agent 6 gifted a Rumble Premium user twice. Thank you, Agent. Very cool.
Wow, lots of energy. He seems really grateful for that support. Seems like that's why he gets so much support there, guys. But look at it. It's not moving. There's supposed to be 30,000.
Like, while you're editing this, make sure you get out of a few of the names out of that, because there's a couple of guys in here.
Yeah.
Oh, and Mr. NF.
And gift card is CM Baldus.
Look at that.
CM Baldus.
It's not
That's just the
moving.
first part of your email address.
Wait.
I will be emailing everybody from
folks. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna
bring it all the way back
and
without pausing.
I'm gonna put our chat beside. Let me pop it out. We're gonna put our chat beside. We have 4,300 viewers. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put our chat. I'm gonna hit.
Hey, thanks for stopping by, Digital Resurrection. Definitely will be unfollowing his channel. Glad I don't tune into much of his stuff anyway. Guys, remember, if you have not yet flamed the quartering in the comments on his YouTube video to tell him I didn't even fucking talk about Charlie Kirk, let me just put the YouTube video again in the chat. And also, please make sure to go over to the video while we're watching this. Here's an assignment that everyone can do. If you have already left a flaming comment on the quartering's video about me where he blatantly lied, then go through the comments and like everyone's comment that is saying Karlyn didn't even talk about Charlie Kirk. Make sure you're thumbs upping the comments. Make sure you're replying to the comments. Like, you guys can all like spam the ever-loving fuck out of that video. Make sure you're liking everyone that agrees with us, making sure you're replying to all the comments, because I want this guy to be so fucking embarrassed. I want this guy to be ashamed to look himself in the fucking mirror after making a video saying, I know these types, and baby, and she did this and she did that, and none of it was true, and it was so provably false, and literally all he had to do was watch a 2-minute video to find out what I fucking said, and he didn't even bother to do that. So So please go comment and spam the shit out of his replies and thumbs up anyone that agrees with us and thumbs down anyone that doesn't, and tell him to fuck off, and he can focus on his low IQ retard side of the internet, and he can leave the hard stuff to me. I'll take care of it, Jeremy. You can stay at go back to the children's section, go back to the children's table, and I'll make sure I'm the one going undercover with the left, and I'm the one doing the hard work while you're fucking around.
Play and move our chat over top. Okay, ready?
Okay.
Steady. Make it big. Ready, set, and
go.
Agent 6 gifted a Rumble Premium user twice. Thank you, Agent. Very cool. The winner of the Steam Deck or equivalent gift card is...
Hey, bro, have you ever been on my channel where I flat out said that I was never a fan of Charlie Kirk when he was living, but I'm not going to disparage a man after he died? Yes, I did not agree with Charlie Kirk. Yes, I think Charlie Kirk did a lot of underhanded shit. Yes, I do not like that how Charlie Kirk treated Nick Fuentes. Yes, I did not appreciate Charlie Kirk's relationship with Israel. I've always been very upfront about this. I hate to break the news to you, John Doe. Not everyone agreed with everything Charlie Kirk said and did, and I'm not going to sit here and say I was his biggest fan, because I wasn't. And I've said exactly the same thing ever since he fucking died. And if you don't believe me, then you can go back and fact check and watch the videos at the time where I said I was never really the biggest fan of Charlie Kirk, but man, this sucks and it's really fucking sad. So you can go fact check. Well, no. This is not about agreement. This is about, you guys seem to think that if someone doesn't agree with every single thing a person says or does, then they are some sort of monster on the internet, and it's ridiculous. We are allowed to have intellectual disagreements with people. We are in a marketplace of ideas.
Loser.
That's just the first part of your email address. I will be emailing everybody from my official email account, to work out if you want me to send the item, where you...
Buddy, it's the same, like 10 people. NF,
yeah,
American, whatever, Prosper, or whatever. What the dude?
So other people are catching on. Smash JT, he looks at a different live stream, goes, hold up, the Quartering currently has over 18,000 people watching on Rumble, and we're supposed to believe he is struggling for financial support and not view-botting? Come on, man. Come on.
Smash JT, big shout-outs to him. Oh, here.
He goes, also weird he ended his stream and rated Nina Infinity, but yet she struggles to surpass 1,000 people.
Oh,
makes you wonder.
Listen, 30K people brings in at least.
So the Quartering finished his stream, and he rated another stream on Rumble, and that other stream did not get 30,000 new viewers. That stream got about 1,000 new viewers. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? I have about 300 people watching me right now, and I have many less subscribers than the Quartering does on Rumble. And it's 2 a.m. I have about 300 people watching me at 2 a.m. on an impromptu stream. The Quartering can't break 1,000 viewers when he's on the homepage of Rumble. That's pathetic.
5K to stick around.
Buddy, come on. There's nobody there. There's nobody there. It's dead. It's dead. By the way, we got Dirt Eater for 2 more subs, and Bino Casino for a sub as well. So now let's go into, this is Quartering show from Friday. So this is him ending Fan Appreciation Week. This is him doing his giveaways and all this stuff, right? So we're going to start off Quartering. This is brutal, buddy. Just horrible dead air all throughout. Coffee ads and grifting all throughout. Mind you, he promised everybody he wouldn't do a coffee ad this week for Fan Appreciation Week. Half of this show, without exaggeration, was just him shilling coffee. And he's like,
it's right here too.
Yes, it's right there. Okay, but this is him reading a news article from the Daily Mail and telling us that this is journalism and a deep dive. you can't get anywhere else. And that's why you need to subscribe to the Quarterings membership plan.
Except for the Daily Mail.
Is one of the most prominent news organizations on earth, like one of the most popular in the United Kingdom.
Well, it's just what he said. He goes, you'll never see this journalism anywhere except for the website I'm reading it off of.
Yes.
Yes. Here we go.
By the way, a lot of this deep dive report.
Is it this too? Because it
is a deep dive reporting. Is it a deep dive when you just read beyond the headline? Is that what's considered a deep dive in 2025? It's not like you actually went out and did on the ground reporting or sent journalists out to capture this for you. You're reading someone else's article, this deep dive report.
By the way, you have, so like, okay, obviously I think he has 200 viewers live. Honestly, that chat speed screams 200 viewers. But you would think with his channel, how many views it gets on YouTube? He'd have to be getting at least 1,000. At least 1,000 out of the 70K view average he gets. No, not even like 200. Like, I swear it's 200, right, Ash? What do you think? How much do you think?
I think it's between 200 and 300, maybe 500.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And you and I have been streaming for a long time, so we know what a chat's supposed to look like.
Recording happens on my live stream. So I hope that you'll subscribe to Quartering Live, not just to win a free gaming computer from Meta PCs.
Listen, but that's okay.
All right, bring it back. Bring it back all the way and listen to this. Listen to this insanity from the beginning. Listen to this.
By the way, a lot of this deep dive reporting happens on my live stream. So I hope that you'll subscribe to Quartering Live, not just to
deep dive reporting. He does deep dive reporting. Remember, guys, Jeremy Retard from the Quartering said that I don't go into leftist meetings and record them. He assured his audience that I don't actually do that, except I do that several times a week. And I do deep dives into other far left content almost every single day. But Jeremy from the Quartering is doing deep dive reporting because he's reading someone else's article on the internet. Guys, when was, for my regular viewers, when was the last time that I read someone else's article on the internet that wasn't a primary source? So like I read an article that Antifa put up the other day because Antifa was communicating their rebuttal to Donald Trump, like calling them a terrorist organization. So I did read Antifa's article, but that's a primary source. When have I ever read like an article in a newspaper or an article like on some sort of fucking blog or Substack that someone else wrote? When was the last time I did that? I don't ever do that. The only thing I ever look at is primary sources. This asshole is literally just reading someone else's article and he's saying he's doing deep dive reporting. Okay, bro. Okay.
win a free gaming computer from Meta PCs, but to actually get these deep dives. And by the way, if you don't win it, promo code The Quartering will save you money on Meta PCs. So if you don't win it and you're in the market, make sure.
Okay, I gotta do this. We do it every time, but Ashton, this is all I fucking hear while he's talking. You ready?
Yeah. Listen, it's a infomercial, isn't it? Like he immediately just pivots into shilling.
Subscribe to Quartering Live, not just to win a free gaming computer from Meta PCs, but to actually get these deep dives. And by the way, if you don't win it, promo code The Quartering will save you money on Meta PC. So if you don't win it and you're in the market, make sure you get yours from them.
Oh man!
The officer notes that the
call now to get
this is this
PC.
I just left a few seconds of this, and this is his special deep dive reporting that you can't get anywhere else, which is literally just him reading the article in a monotone, slow voice.
Report he had assisted Mendota Heights with a welfare check on a juvenile. So it was him. Dude, I probably won't do any more of these giveaways because it didn't really drive anybody to the.
Wait, I want to hear him explain that story one more time, real quick.
Notes that the report he had assisted Mendota Heights with a welfare check on a juvenile.
It's exhausting to listen to him read.
Oh yeah,
it seems like he's running while talking to you on the phone.
Like the next line is so amazing. After the thousands that he spent on this giveaway, it didn't move anyone to buy a membership.
So it was him.
Self-quartering.
Probably won't do any more of these giveaways because it didn't really drive anybody to the. I really had
wait a
hoped to
minute.
build up.
I thought you did the giveaways to reward your community for their loyalty. I thought it wasn't just about driving memberships. Well, obviously it was about driving the memberships, but it failed.
It
was a massive failure. He has to buy friends like Melanie Mack and Luke and Hannah Claire, and he has to buy viewers with giveaways. And he isn't successful with either. He just bleeds himself dry like the stupid simp consumer he is.
Very.
real.
And you're
So
right, by the
real.
way. It was called Fan Appreciation Week, not Drive-In New Member Week. But he doesn't care about his fans. You want to know why?
No.
He
doesn't have any.
There's like 10 guys who are like, yeah, I like him. He's all right. It's always like this. Yeah, he's all right. People who like him. No one's like, I love his videos.
The live stream channel on YouTube as well as on Rumble, but it didn't really drive any new subs. So I do like the idea of
it didn't
rewarding
drive
my
any
viewers.
new subs.
Wow.
Ooh, that's brutal, bro.
Surely one sub,
Too
right?
bad.
And so
I'm
I
sure
have
he
to do,
got
like,
one.
It's called
Look at that.
one.
Look how felted his face is there, Zoom in.
This guy
That's tough. This is my last resort. I'm coping. I'm felted. This is my last resort. It's a real shame, isn't it, Jeremy?
Man, it's tough, dudes.
Something different. You know what I mean? Like find something different that people get on and like. Jesse Pinkman says, "Hey, Jeremy, detractors might call you king of the nigh opulence, but you've always been a creative, almighty, supreme in name only."
What?
Wait. Is that an insult?
This is insulting him. And Jeremy thinks that it's like a compliment. But the guy's just blowing him out, and you can look at Jeremy's eyes. He's confused. He's not comprehending whether it's a compliment or an insult. The guy said that you're a creative in name only. You're opulent, buddy.
Holy shit, that
It was like this backhanded insult that he walked right onto.
Like Sideshow Bob in the Rakes,
People are saying it spells casino with every first letter of it. There's no way that's true.
It's been a creative, almighty, supreme in name only.
Creative, almighty, supreme in name only. Felted alert! Felted alert! Oh my god,
It does.
that's so fucking good.
It does. It spells casino. Oh shit. It spells casino. Creative, almighty, something in name only. Supreme. Creative, almighty, supreme in name only spells casino. Holy shit. Oh, can we just watch that again? Oh man, that was good. Oh, hang on. I want to see this happen again. I'm sorry.
He's not comprehending.
Hang on. Back.
Get on and like. Jesse Pinkman says, "Hey, Jeremy, detractors might call you king of the nigh opulence, but you've always been
king of the nigh opulence is Kino. King of the nigh opulence.
And a creative, almighty, supreme in name only."
Creative, almighty, supreme in name only. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Epic troll. Epic. That guy who sent that chat in wins the internet forever. That was amazing.
What?
Wait. Is that an insult?
It's just insulting him. And Jeremy thinks that it's like a compliment. But the guy's just blowing him out, and you can look at Jeremy's eyes. He's confused. He's not comprehending whether it's a compliment or an insult. Like the guy said that you're a creative in name only. You're opulent, buddy.
Holy shit, that was
like this backhanded insult that he walked right onto.
Like Sideshow Bob in the Rakes,
People are saying it spells casino with every first letter of it. There's no way that's true.
It's been a creative almighty supreme in name only.
Creative almighty supreme in name only. Felton alert! Felton alert! Oh my god, that's so fucking good. I honestly didn't catch that. That's fucking amazing. It smells casino. Look at his eyes, dude. He just can't appreciate that he is Felton. He's like, was I Felton? What happened here?
Holy, whoever did that
is a genius.
Cinema.
I love that.
Cinema.
It was cinema.
Oh my god.
Ring it up, casino dub.
Buddy, I'm saying on these quartering segments, I'm falling off my chair.
I love this shit. I love this shit.
I live for this, dude. I
should have started with this. This material, I was just dying yesterday, laughing. Just
you're a true MVP. Well, I appreciate that, Jesse Pinkman. And that's
something.
Our goal, one of 10.
Something.
There's a goal for 10 $5 super chats on you.
Okay, that's the goal. You have 30.
His goal is for 10 $5 super chats. That's it. Guys, do you think we could get 10 $5 super chats? I only have 275 people watching right now, and it's 2:13 in the morning. Do you guys think we could meet the Quartering's goal of getting 10 $5 super chats? Can we make that dream a reality? Can that dream? You will fund actual journalism. You will fund my ability to do this stuff full time, to be able to research socialism in full time. And I promise you, I'm going to give you content that you're not going to read on some fucking news website. I'm going to give you content no one else is showing you. Can we do 10 $5 super chats right now? I don't feel like I'm asking too much. If you've been consuming my content for the past week and you haven't sent in $5, now is your moment. Yeah, Kino, you already donated earlier. That's true. Kino, you're off the hook. You're off the hook if you've already donated earlier. But I just wonder if we can get like 10 new people. We got Brucey. We got one. Can we get 9 more? I need 9 more $5 super chats, guys, and we will outdo the Quartering's goal if we do that. Now, you can also buy some coffee if you've already bought coffee, that you're already off the hook. 2, we've got 2 $5 super chats. We've got 2. Okay, I think we just got a third. We just got a third $5 super chat. We're 7 away from our $10 super chat goal. We've got 4 $10 super chats. Oh, Donnie Girl in with a $20. We're going to count that as 5. We've got 6. Late Night with Karlyn. We need 4 more. 4 more $5 super chats. Now, Donnie's, I only counted once. I could conceivably say that I've already met the goal, but I only counted Donnie's as once. I appreciate the extra love, though, Donnie. I would just like to get, we've got 7. We need 3 more. We've got 8. Thank you, Kevin. And with the 10, we need 2 more. 2 more to meet the Quartering's goal. 2 more $5 super chats right now to meet the Quartering's goal. Can we do it? 1 more. 1 more. We need 1 more. Yo! Goal! 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 My audience is officially more amazing than the Quartering's audience. And it's not even close. We're even getting some extra in. We're even getting some extra. We got some extra. Thank you, Teresa, for your sacrifice and no Starbucks. Thank you for the $5 super sticker. Look at that. We're 12 out of 10. We're 12 out of 10 in less than 2 minutes. Thank you. Thank you. We got 13 out of 10. Thank you, Wilson. I appreciate that. Beat the goal. Awesome. 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 We kicked the Quartering's ass tonight.
See Pinkman, and that's our goal, 1 of 10. There's a goal for 10 $5 super chats on you.
Okay, that's the
$10 $5 super chat goal. Hey, thank you. Little extra. I appreciate that. Yo, another $20 one. Thank you. Especially thank you to all the new super chatters. I appreciate you guys. We also got Alex Jones becoming a member of the channel. Appreciate you. Thank you guys. Thank you. Wow. It is shocking to me how far this guy has fallen. $10 $5 super chats and he can't even meet that goal. Wow. Man, this is why. Thank you, old dog new tricks. Jeremy didn't watch the fucking clip. That's right. No, he didn't. Man, this is why you focus on cultivating a high quality audience. Even if that audience is a little bit smaller, I fully know that I will never be the most popular channel on YouTube. I fully know that. But you know what? I've got a high quality audience, and a high quality audience is always going to outperform a low quality audience every day of the week, even if that low quality audience is much larger. That's why I'm able to get people to super chat, and Jeremy is not. Yeah, I just made $115 in like 2 minutes. Thank you guys. I really do appreciate it.
Goal. You have 30,000 live viewers. You've spent thousands of dollars on PlayStation, Switch 2, Steam Decks, gift cards. You've paid to bring in special guests, Count Dankula, special guest Andrew Wilson, Melanie Mack, and Luke, and Hannah. And your goal is 10 $5 super chats. $50?
Can we get 10
for a
subs right now?
For a 2-hour show?
So real.
What the?
Wow, that's crazy. Hey, Amelia. Thank you. Jeremy jumped the shark years ago. So true. W me, L Jeremy, again.
Buddy,
this doesn't make any sense.
20K viewers, you're getting that.
Hey, listen, bro, if you don't like that Google takes 30% of the super chats, then sign up on my Substack. You can donate there. You can buy some sweet merch in my merch store. There are other options to supporting my work, but I do appreciate everyone who sends in a super chat. And remember, super chats are tax-free now. So Trump, Trump has many faults, and I will criticize Trump on a lot of things, but Trump making super chats tax-free, Trump, thank you. I know there's a limit on it. I know it's only $25,000, but still, that's a lot. So all those super chats that just sent in, that's tax-free money right there, and I appreciate it.
At least 3,000 that day when you're begging. Right?
It doesn't add up. It doesn't add up, bro.
Buddy, 20,000, you should be getting way more.
Yeah.
And it's not like he smashes that. He's begging for it throughout and to the bitter end up until the last minute of his stream for his 10 super chats of $5 or more.
But I was telling Ashton this too, by the way. So isn't it funny? It's
I should send Jeremy $100 super chat on his next live stream so he can't fucking ignore it. And I should say, you should have watched the fucking clip before you made that video, you dumb bitch. Maybe you guys can help me wordsmith that. I should probably say something far more clever if I'm going to spend $100. Do I even need to spend $100 though? Or could I just send him a $10 super chat and it's going to get the same reaction because he's so not used to not getting super chats? We'll have to think about the strategy on this, but I might have to bite the bullet and do it. We'll have to see.
you show off your Rolex, you show off your mansion, you show off all these cars, and then you ask people for $5? Why the
would they ever give you $5? Yeah. It doesn't add up.
It's ridiculous.
YouTube today. No exclusive content for a while.
But, okay.
He has a plane.
So,
he has a plane, by the way.
So Andy, get this. This is the content on your fan appreciation week content, sir. He's uploading videos live and titling them live.
Wow.
And this is the content for 15 or 20 minutes. I'm not fucking kidding.
There's no way.
I'm serious. I'm serious. Watch this.
Oh my God.
Make sure my web guy has that updated. So we're pushing Rumble still or YouTube. I don't care where anybody watches.
Oh, Big L. Big L for quartering and Rumble. He told us that Rumble was the way, the truth, and the light, that no one can come to free speech and financial success except through Rumble. And
so my understanding is, so we're not talking about total revenue because advertising is different than super chats, but super chats count tax-free up until $25,000 as long as you report those, which you have when you're on YouTube. You have to report them to the government. Google just does it. So basically the first $25,000 I make in super chats will be completely tax-free. They'll be taxed beyond that, but that's still pretty sweet. That's still, I mean, it's still a pretty big deal, and I appreciate Trump doing that. I really do. It's because you're not a grifter, fat F slur. I've already said the F slur a couple times on this show, but I'm not going to. We don't want to jinx it with third time. You know, it's because you're not a grifting fat F slur like the quartering guy. Being honest with your audience is important. See, I totally agree. You have to be honest with your audience. Your audience can always smell when people are being inauthentic. And people don't care so much if you disagree with them. People don't care if you have different beliefs about life and stuff like that, as long as you're honest about those beliefs. I've never said I was a Christian. I've never said I was a conservative. I've never said any of these things. So people don't have any expectation that I ever would be those things. Now, if I falsely converted to Christianity, then people would be able to sniff it out. Hey, offensive saint. Hey, offensive saint. Appreciate you stopping by.
now he doesn't even care where you watch if you want to know the truth about it, bitch. So he's getting cooked. He's getting totally removed from the Rumble front page very, very soon. He's been hinting towards it. The relationship's deteriorated.
Wow.
Rumble has realized that this guy isn't worth anything. Rumble is in a cost-cutting phase, and they're going to trim the fat literally by removing this fat fucking quarter planet bum from their lineup.
Yeah,
it's tough, isn't it? He's getting merged into the ether.
I'm going to be real. Mersh made more money than him.
Well, Mersh will sometimes get $100, $200 on a show.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Quartering is asking for $50. That's the goal. That's where he's setting his sights. So that indicates to me that he makes usually less than that a day. But every show he does with Hannah Claire and Melanie Mack costs $1,000.
That's crazy.
So you start $1,000 in the hole and you make $50 to $100 on a show.
Mm-hmm.
You're bleeding $900 or more every single show.
Pretend says, thanks, Jeremy, for all the new Discord chats. Loving the mom one. Thanks for all you do. Hey, thanks. And thanks for, that is number 2 of our goal of 10 over on YouTube. So thank you. Minnesota Monster Bombshell.
He's at $15.
I'm not joking. I used to do blog TV in the ancient times. Back in my day, I did blog TV. I had to get more donos on before it was like morally acceptable to accept donos.
Yeah.
You know, like people
Nobody was doing it. It wasn't the fashion of the time. People were shamed for it, and you could still get more than $50. Look, we got Roswell the cat for 5 subs.
Let's go.
Cops reveal.
Look at this. We're watching a guy title a video.
This is crazy.
That's what we're watching. That's the content.
Bombshell. By the way, who cares?
Guys, if I ever do a stream where I'm literally just uploading videos during that stream, please tell me to get the fuck off the internet. I really do mean that. If I ever do this, please tell me, Karlyn, it is time to get off the internet. It's time. Like, okay, let's see what other clips Kino Casino has. I just want to like maybe peruse one more about Jeremy from the quartering. Of course, it didn't go back to the list. Ugh. Hang on. QU. No, I don't want it to be all caps. Sorry, my keyboard is at the side. Quartering. There we go. Let's see. Let's see what other clips they have. We'll watch a little bit of one more. We already watched that one. Coffee Grift continues. Jeremy is broke. Jeremy blames his viewers. Let's watch this one. I want to see him blame his viewers for him being broke.
All right, let's get this open
All right.
here. The last time we
Look
left
at
quartering, he was bald.
Last time on Quartering Ball Z, Quartering was as bald as he's ever been in the fucking world. He was balder than Dim Fool. It was more embarrassing than fucking Dim Fool's beanie reveal, buddy. Because he was still trying to cope and talking about going to Turkey and getting hair plugs. Then he revealed that
he has a street sign that says Felton Boulevard. Oh my God, there's a fat Trump stat. Oh my God. Listen, man, think what you will about the Keno Casino. And I certainly don't think I like this is not the type of program that I would watch all the time, and this is not the type of program I ever want to be on, and I don't want anything to do with this side of the internet, but you have to give it to these two. Like, they have more fun than like anyone on the internet. They're just doing what they want to do. They're hanging out. They got all this weird shit around them. They're both like they're both retards in their own, they're both cringe retards in their own way, but it's like they just totally embrace it. It's like a late night stream. Yeah, like this is what it is. It's like a late night stream. So like you can't even like laugh at these guys for all their faults, because they know they have faults, and they're just totally like letting it all hang out, and they're just having a great time and amusing themselves. It's awesome. It's awesome. Wouldn't it be great if we could all have jobs where we were literally just hanging out with our friends, talking shit, having fun, amusing ourselves? It's like these guys are living the dream, man.
he's a pill addict that desperately begs the doctor for more medication. Now Quartering, knowing that his grift is failing, his viewership is way down. It's over 50% down since last year. Do you know this? His views are that far down year over year. The live streaming is drying up. Donations are dwindling.
How many
He had
views
to beg
live?
for 3. Well, buddy, it's just grim. It's Rumble, right? So there's no real way of knowing. But remember, last time he had a $300 goal to reveal his baldness. So you know it's on tough fucking times. Now Quartering's new idea.
He had a $300 goal. I had a $500 goal last night for Socialism Saturday, and we blew it out of the water. And I really appreciate that. He only is setting a $300 goal with the amount of people he has. That's so insane to me. Wow.
New scam, and he's done this many times over the years. There's a video Quartering did called I'm Depressed, where he just pled depression and burnout and said that everything sucks. Now this is Quartering is unwell. Quartering is struggling with his mental health. He's talking about upping his dosage of SSRIs because he has horrible anxiety. Now, mind you, his anxiety comes from pumping out slop videos where he just reads the news in a monotone voice and provides like very little commentary. And because he has to do that every day, he's now supremely anxious and sad and depressed and doesn't know how to manage his stress.
Yeah, I'm going to pick a random video, okay? Random video.
And then he's saying the only thing that will fix his depression is more money. Look at the look of fear in his eyes.
Yeah, that's scared.
As Quartering realizes that he may have to slightly downgrade his lifestyle, and he won't be able to afford every single Lego set that he wants. You know, like, because if Quartering just like sold off his Cybertruck or stop buying Lego sets or claw machines or RC cars, he could actually afford to pay his staff. And he tells everybody each of these grifts is to be able to pay his staff. It's like, buddy, like, don't you have enough fucking money? If you have money for all of these extras, these Rolex watches and aquariums and this and that. But then it comes down to that you have to tell everybody you're depressed, you're sad, your health's not good, you have all these tics and stuff like that. And the only way that you could possibly afford to pay anybody is for them to give you even more money. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you, Jeremy? This is such a slimy fucking grift to use your personal health as a crutch. Like, the audience doesn't want to hear about your personal health problems, man. Why doesn't he sell his plane if he needs cash? But it's like, no, you need to do more. You need to give him even more money. It's never enough. And he'll tell you that he's dying, he's suffering, he's in pain, And the only thing that will alleviate the pain is even more of your money.
Hang on. I want to search this. Big support. Thank you, everyone. DJ Ray and Elaine. That's a plain price. Even if they had the what's the price of an act? Oh shit! 1 second.
Well, it's not like he actually pays these live stream contributors a living wage. It's not like these live stream contributors are each getting like $200,000 a year or anything like that.
Well, and I'll tell you guys, like, this checks out with like my experience with getting his viewers in my comments today, because like I told you, I found out the Quartering made a video about me today because his viewers came into my comments and were acting like unhinged morons. But like, there weren't that many of them. There were like maybe 5 comments that I had to ban people for, but it was just like it wasn't even that many people. So like, for the amount of people that watched his video, to only have 5 people come over into my YouTube comments and give me shit, it's like you can kind of tell it's like people are like, eh.
Pays them a fucking pittance if he pays them at all. But he always makes sure his ass is fucking paid, and paid incredibly well. But like, it's just the crumbs that fall from his fucking table that he then uses as a grift trip to try and get even more gravy out of people. It's fucking pathetic, dude.
Ash, do you know? So he probably has the Cessna 172, which is like the basic, which most people fly, right? How much do you think a new Cessna is? Just guess. Propeller
See you,
plane.
Tony.
Regular
Thanks
plane.
for dropping
How much
by.
do you think for a
Appreciate
new
you.
one?
$500,000.
400K. Sell the plane. Sell the fucking plane, bro.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the
Watch.
Sometimes I've got to do.
I picked a random.
Why is his
video.
energy so low? Look at that. It's like a bagger. That's the same look the homeless guy gives you when he goes up to your car window and starts banging on
the
it.
off ramp? When you're at a red light and you're
and
like,
he's got a squeegee in one hand and he's tapping on the glass with the other. He's like, hey, there's something you forgot, isn't it? Where's my money? Where's my money?
I've actually.
Wait, what? Do you want to read the fanfic some goonette wrote? No. They're right. Like, all of like, this is so disturbing to me that all of these girls on like TikTok are now like making these videos like about wanting Nick. And now I know someone's wrote a fan fiction about like an explicit fan fiction about Nick. No, I don't want to read that. No. Nick is asexual. He needs to stay, and I adore Nick. You guys know I do. But this idea that girls are sexualized, I feel very protective of young Nicholas in not any remotely sexual way at all. And that's no offense. I'm way older than Nick, right? But I feel like these girls that are trying to sexualize him are freaking me out. Yeah, Nick needs to stay pure. Nick has to stay a virgin. Part of Nick's power is that he is a virgin. He has got to stay pure. He has got to listen. The girls are, it's too much. It's creepy and it's weird and I don't like it and I don't approve.
Almost people more cleaned up than this guy.
Yeah, he's a fucking disheveled old dirty fucking bum.
Yeah.
You don't see homeless people usually this fat.
Yes, this is exactly right. It's like I'm watching all these whores on TikTok hit on my little brother and I'm like, no, you will not. You will not take his purity, whores on TikTok. It will not happen. I will not stand for this.
He has 3 planes, by the way. Not just one, he has 3 planes.
3 planes, but it's you, the viewer at home's fault that he can't afford his live streaming stuff and he's so stressed that he just needs to buy the latest $400 Lego set.
What a
For
fucking
sure.
piece
He
of
needs
shit.
to buy the $12,000 aquarium, the fucking $50,000 RC car fucking track. Like, it's crazy. I have $100,000 Tesla Cybertruck, but I have this $10,000 Rolex watch. But
you think I'm 35? That's real nice. Obviously, I'm 29. Obviously, I'm perpetually and forever 29. But 35 is a really nice guess, considering I'm much older than that. I am significantly older than that. We're not going to tell you how old. We're going to see if you guess. But older than that.
I'm just really anxious, guys. I'm really stressed about money. This is insane.
Yeah. Now, okay, so I picked a random video. Ashton and I haven't seen it. We're going to watch about 20 seconds just to feel the energy before we watch this video. You ready?
Recording. Sometimes I've got to do a little extra work when there's breaking news.
Oh, there it is. He's having to do extra work, guys. Oh, he's really stressed out. He can't sleep. He can't relax. He's having to do extra work, guys. He had to read the news for...
Look at this. That's a good guess right there. I'm 44 years old. That's a good guess. Well done. But remember, assholes, I'm really 29. I'm absolutely not 44 years old. I'm really 29.
Additional 10 minutes and 36 seconds, of which probably 3 minutes is a coffee ad. Okay? But guys, he's having to really work hard. There's so much breaking news.
As of a little while ago, a man walked into what is being reported as NFL headquarters.
The feeling.
Must be a building that is shared. It went to the 33rd floor, and obviously,
so this is quartering, trying to get blood money. He's like, yeah, there's been a mass tragedy. There's money. You smell the blood money? There it is, guys. Whoa, there was a mass shooting that can be profited off of today, and quartering's here. I'm having to break my back to bring you this late breaking massacre. You could hear it from a million other sources, but it's my responsibility to profit off of this massacre and this tragedy, guys.
Oh no! And by the way,
Right.
he's like
the fucking the vulturing swooping in.
You hear him though? He goes, I think it was like the 33rd floor. How about you like read the article and then like remember the points?
Well, no, buddy, because he needs to get it out as fast as he can, or he might miss out on that sweet clickbait massacre money.
Horrific things, and we're just getting more.
You know what the thing of it is, and this is a secret they don't tell you about getting older. I feel better now than I did in my 20s. I am way more awesome now than I was in my 20s. Like life only gets better, guys. Like, honestly, okay, so I joke about being 29, but can we be real for a second? Like, in your 20s, you give way too many fucks about things. In your 20s, you worry about all these like bullshit things that you should never worry about. You stress out for no reason. You try to put on an act to make it seem like you're more than you are, or all this stuff. But then you turn 30. And when you turn 30, you start giving less fucks about things. And then by the time you hit 40, you have no more fucks left to give. It's all over. I love being older now, and I love having the perspective. Listen, I wish I could go back and have the same body I had when I was in my 20s. My back hurts a lot more now than it did before. My knees hurt. When I went to New York, I was like walking all around in New York. I walked several miles a day, like every day I was there. And by the end of it, my knees were fucking hurting. And I was like, man, I am feeling my age. But like, I went and did it. But like, so I wish my body didn't hurt like it does now. Like when I wish my body felt like it did when I was younger. But man, attitude wise, I fucking love being in my 40s. I fucking love it. I do not care what anyone says. I will go on Fox News looking like a crazy person and not give a fuck. I don't care what any of these bitches on the internet say. I will do what I want to do. And this is not the attitude I had in my 20s, and I'm living it. I love it.
Fourth, as of right now, 5 people, including an NYPD officer, are no longer with us.
Go ahead. Notice how he slows down. Like, he deliberately slows his speech down and adds bombs and to stretch it to 10 minutes. He knows he only has so many sentences to read. So he's like, 5 people were killed in New York today. It's the
6 or
drugs
7
he's
more.
Yeah. Okay. So that's him. Whoa.
Oh, an unexpected error has occurred.
It's too boring to watch.
Look at him here. Look at the sadness in his eyes. In the
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Like part of what I love so much, and we're just chatting at this point. We're gonna watch a little bit more of this, and I'm gonna go to bed. But like part of what I love now, I love my look. I feel so fucking punk rock. I feel like 80s punk rock with my like fucked up hair with the split ends and just like not giving a fuck. I love my look now. I'm like more into music and art and stuff than I've been in years, like in my private life. And I feel like I'm just like I'm like I feel like I have the mentality I had when I was 20 and I was like spending all my time at clubs watching these unknown bands and stuff like that. It's exactly the same thing. I haven't like you think you change when you get older. No, you really don't. You really don't. So it's like I'm still exactly the same person I was when I was in my 20s and like running around with musicians and stuff like that, except now my back hurts a little bit more. But my hair looks fucking great and I love it. I love it. I'm living it. I'm living, and people make fun of my eye makeup. I'm not wearing any right now. I love the smeared eye makeup. I love playing around with my looks and stuff like now. It's so fun. Acupuncture. Yeah, acupuncture is awesome. Acupuncture is the best. I did a lot of acupuncture for years.
Arms of an angel, I will grant. Every day, there's a 40-something-year-old childless man-child who's denied the latest Lego Mario set. Sometimes he has to choose between takeout 5 times a day and only 4 times a day. For only $10,000 a month, you can ensure that this childless man-child can buy a new Rolex watch. Well,
will the short hair make a comeback someday? I mean, I've always gone back and forth. I've had longer hair before, and then I cut it short, and then I grow it out again, and then I cut it short again, and then I grow it out again, and then I cut it short again. What I will say is, I fucking love short hair. I loved having a shaved head. It was so nice. It was so cool in the summer. It was so easy. It felt so good when they shaved my head. It was so good. But I'm also just really enjoying the long hair right now, and it took years to grow my hair out. It took the length that I had when I was like shaving the sides of my head. It took literally years to grow my hair out. It was a big commitment to get my hair this long. And I'm kind of just going to roll with it for a while. I think like I haven't gotten my hair cut in years. This is why I have like split ends and stuff. I literally haven't gotten my hair cut in years. I just let it grow. I should probably cut off the split ends at some point, but like I just don't really care that much. But like I'm kind of like I'm digging it right now. And like I made a commitment to longer hair. My husband asked me to grow it out. He was like, Karlyn, can you please grow out your hair? Because I would like to see you with longer hair. And I'm like, okay, well, you know, my husband asked me to do something. I'll take it seriously. And I made a commitment. And so I think the long hair is here to stay for the moment. But, you know, I've gone back and forth my entire life, so I'll probably cut it off at some point. But
will he do? Will he be able to afford his second Cybertruck this year? This reminds me of like the South Park episode on piracy, where they're like, because of piracy, Tom Cruise won't be able to get his daughter a private island this year. She's going to miss out on Quartering's wife is going to miss out on her 4th plane this year, guys, because you guys used that pesky ad block on Quartering's videos and you didn't get 5 different memberships across 4 different streaming services, including his own website. And now he's not even going to be able to go on his 9th vacation of the year, guys. If you can believe it.
It's very sad.
So sad.
By the way, the rain, I have it auto looped there, and I have it like it's perfect to just pop on easily when you're doing something
look
like
at
that.
him, like look at the look in his eye. Like it's actually insane what he's trying to perpetuate here. Like it's wild.
All right, so and it's bad when his low effort video is an even lower effort video. It's not even at the desk with the webcam. It's his phone.
No, it's just him throwing a pity party. And I think he should do this every week and update us on his depression and how hard it is to be a multimillionaire with basically no responsibilities other than turning on a webcam a few times a day. It's really hard.
Hey, I promise I'll keep this really, really short and really, really quick. I don't know.
He says that the video is, well, you know what? It's actually under 10 minutes, which is a
Wow,
miracle for
his
him.
eyes.
That's his sacrifice. That's
Look at his eyes. What the fuck is going on? Look at his eyes. Bro, again, I'm not wearing eye makeup right now. You guys can I may have some wrinkles around my eyes. Don't tell me if you see them. But I don't have giant it's 3 a.m. and I don't have giant bags under my eyes and I'm not even wearing makeup. What the fuck? Wow, bro.
him giving back to you, the viewer. Potentially, he missed out on hundreds of dollars by not going the extra minute and 17 seconds. Look at the eye bags, guys. This guy's struggling. He's got it rough. It's a hard knock life for Jeremy. It's a hard knock life for him.
Those bags. Look at those bags. Oh my god.
Oh man.
It looks like he's wearing a quartering mask. Like a Halloween, like you'd put on.
The look, because I'm a boomer, is it there?
What?
He's old.
Let's go back.
He's doing everything he can to try and solicit pity. He's like, guys, I have no hair left in my head.
I'm
fucking old. I'm a boomer. I haven't slept in weeks, if not months. Look at me, guys. I have gray in my beard. I am having to buy my clothes at Costco, guys. I'm so hard done by.
Look, he's got the Rumble. They've lowered his deal by like 80%.
Hey, I promise I'll keep this really, really short and really, really quick. I don't know where to look because I'm a boomer. Is it there?
Like, imagine being so fake as a person and so performative that you're like concerned where you're looking into the. Just do the video.
It's right there. I don't know if he knows, but it's right there. Right where you got your cameras on your phone? Yeah.
Really, really appreciate you all. I know a lot of you have been asking about.
He doesn't give a fuck about anyone but himself.
He's like,
or his...
listen, guys, I need to guilt trip all of you for more money. Okay, I really care about you. I really appreciate the millions and millions of dollars I've made doing this, but it's just not enough. You guys, the working person at home, needs to dig deeper to enable me to live an even more luxurious lifestyle. And you also have to feel really bad for me right now.
Yeah.
My breathing, what's going on with that? It's from anxiety. And
anxiety. Yes! Like no one wants to hear about your anxiety. You are
I too have anxiety. This is an anxiety pen for everyone I'm just like, I would never get high on the internet. This is an anxiety pen. Because I too have anxiety, because I watch too much socialist bullshit. And so you need to medicate somehow. And, I cope with my socialist habit with anxiety pens, obviously, that are definitely not weed.
Grown ass fucking man. You know, everybody, quartering. Here's a secret. Everyone has anxiety. Everybody has things that make them anxious. Everybody has stress going on in their lives. But those people don't get to cry to an audience of tens of thousands of people about it, to get ass pats from them and be a social vampire, sucking their blood and then demanding more money as well. Like, that's what you're doing. And we're all...
Jennifer, I used to be, Jennifer, I used to agree with you. I really did. I used to agree with you. Jennifer says I'm uncomfortable making fun of how he looks. I used to agree with you, Jennifer. But my rule of thumb now is if someone makes fun of how I look when I haven't said anything about the quartering in a long ass time, if someone, unless he said something about me and I'm responding, but if someone makes fun of how I look, then I kind of think it's fair game. Karma is a thing,
Supposed to feel bad for you. F you.
Hey, listen, guys. I really don't want to fire more employees this week, so I'm going to need some money.
My bank account is under attack. Guys, I know that I talk about the woke left all the time, but guys, pay no attention to that. I'm also on SSRIs. I'm also anxious. And depressed and a whiny little bitch. All of the same trend. I'm a man-child consumer, and I don't actually provide any value to society. Pay no attention to the fact that I'm basically a worse version of every single person I criticize. Pay no attention to that, guys. Instead, feel bad for me because I have anxiety.
Oh,
But she has, by the way, unlimited
Appreciate
resources to treat, to go to therapy, to get on medications, but it's not enough. You've been letting him down.
how do you have I get anxiety, everyone has like that, but you're a millionaire, you make $50K a week allegedly, which I don't believe, by the way, and you have planes, you have a mansion, you have a fucking saltwater fish tank that's in the middle of your kitchen. It's very nice. What are you stressed about?
Here's an idea. Why don't you fucking lose the weight? Maybe that'll help your anxiety. Maybe you'll get better sleep, buddy, and maybe you'll feel better if you exercise. I don't fucking know. No, the answer has to be another pill from a fucking doctor.
Every time.
Right? He just needs more pills, as though he's not on enough pills already.
Yeah.
A lot of it lately, but I went to the doctor, and
why do we need to know
people
this?
notice I do this, or I breathe funny or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
No, you're not.
But if you're okay, then why are we hearing about
What's this video then? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You're okay.
Yeah, you're okay.
It seems like you're not okay. It seems like you're very unwell. You're sickly.
Yeah. Jennifer, this guy made a whole video accusing me of doing something that I didn't do, that he would have known I didn't do had he just watched the clip that he was talking about in the video he made to smear me as a hit piece. I'm sorry, I don't make fun of a lot of people's looks because I really don't like that talk as well, but this guy fucking deserved it, and I'm not going to feel sorry for this. And I understand Jennifer's position of be the bigger person and all that, but you know what? Listen, I am tired every time these fucking loser grifters on the internet attack me over something stupid for no good reason, causing problems, starting drama. I'm tired of being the bigger fucking person. This guy is a fat fuck drug addict that obviously is having a lot of financial problems, that is desperate for relevance and desperate for audience and desperate for money. So I'm sorry, he wants to I wouldn't have said fuck off shit about it, except he targeted me. Yeah, Jeremy is jealous that I was on Fox News and he wasn't. Yeah, that's about the beginning and the end of it. Plus, this is a late night stream, and I said this was going to be about drama, and I'll do what I want.
You okay? Are you okay,
I'm just going to make some more changes. I've been trying to get off the medication. I've been on whatever it is, SSRIs for a long time.
So you've been on SSRIs for 10 years.
What the?
10 years.
Yikes.
For anxiety.
Oh, man.
And they tried to say, oh, well, let's up your dose, but I didn't want to do that.
Up your dose?
Up your dose.
Listen, you know right well, based on the clips we played last time, that he was begging for even more medication. And they wouldn't give it to him. Because this guy's solution to everything is pills. His solution to everything is just to eat more.
He's a real big pill popper. For a long time.
And my doctor's like, well, it's not as effective anymore because you've been on it for such a long time. So I'm going to try a more natural way. I'm going to try to simplify my life. I'm going to try to do some meditation.
Buddy, meditation? Disney is woke. My channel is under attack.
Coffee bread, coffee.
Grift out. What the fuck are you talking about? You're going to do transcendental meditation? This is the Buddhist quartering arc? Shut the fuck up, man. You fucking meditate on the treadmill.
I love that. What the fuck are you talking about? You're going to do a transcendental meditation Buddhist arc? Shut the fuck up.
What the fuck are you talking about? You're going to do transcendental meditation? This is the Buddhist quartering arc? Shut the up, man.
Head of the
You
gym,
fucking
dude.
meditate on the treadmill, you
Yeah,
fat fuck. Like,
you
I don't
fucking
know, man. Like, I'm a fat piece of shit, but I don't cry. I'm sad, guys. I'm sad. Stop. Oh.
But if you see me like breathing deeply or doing anything weird like that, that's what it's from. And it just means I'm having a moment of anxiety. It's usually
It's old. It's old.
Anxiety?
But it's the whole video.
Talking about a moment of anxiety. Oh my fuck,
I gotta
man.
buy a
This
fourth
guy
plane
is
next
like
week.
50 years old and hasn't figured out how to self-soothe yet.
Buddy.
Like,
I don't
what are
smoke
the
a joint.
chances you're gonna figure it out in the next?
Jennifer, like in principle, I agree with you, but he's being an asshole. And like when I was struggling like this, and I struggled like this for a long time because of his fucking friends. His fucking friends were harassing me every day to the point where I literally was thinking about killing myself, and I was struggling like this on the internet as well. So I can identify this to a certain extent, but like, you know what? When I was struggling, I didn't lash out by making hit piece videos about other people on the internet. That's what he's doing. And so, you know what? He's got to learn himself a lesson. He's learning whatever lesson he needs. But I understand what you're saying. And you know, I don't usually do this, but like he's being an asshole. Thank you, Half Orc Fighter, for being a member of the channel for 49 months. Wow. Yeah, sis, bring the drama. Bring all the drama. Read him to filth. Thank you, Half Orc Fighter. Good to see you. 49 months. Been a member of my channel for 49 months. That's crazy. That is over 4 years.
5, 10 like years, even if you have that left to live, bro.
Buddy, smoke
It's
weed,
just-
head of the
it's
gym, stop eating like
crazy,
shit.
though.
Like, I don't know, figure it out, bud.
No.
By the
quarter
way, it's like
quartering.
all his audience, like
Yeah.
many of them are not millionaires. Probably like
No.
fucking have all these kids and like
Listen, if you're in America, like you can't afford the fucking medications that quartering's on, chances are. This guy's on probably 12, 13, 14 different medications. He's got his diarrhea medication. He's got his anxiety medication. He's
Yup.
got his fucking pain pills he's on. God only knows how many
Karma,
fucking
karma,
meds. This guy's like a walking fucking pharmacy.
yeah,
Okay?
dude.
Like, it's like he has like all the money in the world for anything, therapy, whatever. Go to meditation. He's gonna go to yoga class. And do you guys have the money and time for this shit?
Yeah.
No,
I'm
you actually
sure.
have to go to fucking work and deal with it. And it's like, listen, like I fucking do a shitty show. I sit and I fucking talk for a living. I'm not sitting here telling you guys it's so hard, guys. Listen, before I went on the air today, I had anxiety. I was worried you guys might not like me. Imagine you guys all say I'm a fucking bitch.
But we know we're blessed to do what we do, okay?
Oh
and,
my God.
And quartering, you
gotta
work
ask
an
me, like,
hour a day.
Does he even know what his audience is, though? Like, imagine, like, it's this right-wing chud audience, and you start talking about SSRIs, anxiety, and meditation? That's a
True.
real conservative thing there. Meditation.
Yeah.
Like, oh, man.
My blood sugar is under attack by an unknown assailant. Okay.
Oh, my God.
You think
Actually, you know, it's usually during my live stream. Sometimes it's during my videos. I've managed this before. This summer
I
has
gotta ask,
been.
is there any need if the live streaming gives you anxiety, it's so ruinous to your mental health that you must bother people about it? Maybe don't live stream then.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Like, it's not for everybody. It's certainly not for you. You don't really have the ability to speak extemporaneously. It's like total fucking boredom simulator. Okay. Your co-hosts are terrible as well. It really only exists solely because it gets pushed on the front page of Rumble that there's any viewership at all, dude. Like,
Yeah.
maybe just quit.
And
But no,
also
you
you
never
have
laugh any.
your audience has to miss you too. If you're 7 videos a day and you're streaming every single day, people get sick of you. Get bored. People like a little like, oh, I can't wait till he's back type thing. You post 4 hours of content a day. people just start tuning out. And you're boring too. And you're
really stressful because
stressful.
You know,
Why?
the Rumble deal.
Oh, the Rumble! Oh,
The Rumble deal.
I gotta ask, how is that any of our fault? And why should any of us care that your Rumble deal fell through?
Because he needs a fifth plane.
But that's for you to solve, right? It's not for you to guilt trip the audience.
Listen, Jetafire, you know I appreciate you. I hear you. It's a fuck you with love, Stitch. I can have compassion if I want. That doesn't make him any less of a dick. Yeah, you can have compassion, Jetafire, and it's beautiful that you have compassion. And I appreciate that you have compassion. I'm just saying that this asshole has not been kind to me over the years. And now this asshole has made a blatantly false hit piece on me. And you know what? At some point, the gloves have to come off. And so I will take the gloves off and I will make fun of him and I will enjoy doing it. But I understand your perspective as well. And you know, normally I don't actually like to engage in this type of like behavior and tomfoolery, but I feel like I've earned it. I feel like I've earned it. So we can agree to disagree, and I still love you and I still appreciate you, and thank you for the super chat and all that. All right, let's just watch a little bit more and then I'm going to go to bed.
It's about that the Rumble deal didn't work out.
I want to know about the
It's
Rumble
like
deal.
all these guys like Darkside Phil, Quartering, they believe that it's their like audience's responsibility to fund the most lavish lifestyle possible for them, and that they should never, ever, ever have to adjust their lifestyle whatsoever, and that they're owed this incredibly lavish living on their audience's dime. And it's wild, dude.
Ashton, how dare you? He only has 10, 20,000 RC cars in his garage. How dare we judge this man?
You know,
he's saving the
ended in
West.
Yeah.
June.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get this new
around, find
live stream
out.
channel up and running.
Another live stream channel?
Bro, he's already spread too thin as it is. And he's
Thin?
like, no,
How
listen.
dare you use the word thin and quartering in the
No, but really though, so that comes with you guys need to get another membership for the new channel, and you
Mhm.
also have to super chat as well on another live streaming channel. It's like, bro, like what happened to the last live streaming channel, Midwesterly or whatever it was? Like, are we stopping doing that? Are we continuing doing that? Why are you this hard up for cash? It doesn't make sense.
Well, the thing is, I'll tell you what it is. He has had this growth spurt throughout his YouTube career, and now
I wanna know about the
it
Rumble deal.
plateaued, and now it's dropping. But in his mind, he should be making more. So he had a plan with his wife. Oh, in 2 years, I'll be making this much and this much. But now it's plateauing, and now it's all hitting him like a ton of bricks. Where it's,
But like he's still making a lot of money. Like all he has to do is cut back in just a few areas, like the Legos or the Rolexes or whatever it is, and he'll be fine.
Yeah,
he'll be fine.
He
It's
will be
crazy.
fine. Yeah, but he's built this like business up in his
Hey.
head. Dude, he built a coffee company.
Hey, thanks, Alex Jones, for gifting a membership. Who got that membership? Dayroll got that membership. Congratulations. Thank you for doing that.
And went into debt.
And actually, we're gonna have a spy stream in. Well, I guess it is Monday now. So we have a spy stream Monday night around 7:30 p.m. and all YouTube channel members are going to be invited to the spy stream. If you are a supporter on my Substack, my Patreon, my locals, my Twitter subscriptions, or my YouTube channel memberships, you're invited to a spy stream where we're going inside a live leftist training and we're watching it live. And this is going to be the third part of a series that we've been watching the last couple of Mondays. So if you're a YouTube channel member, join us for spy stream around 8 p.m. and see inside a live leftist call. Jeremy from the Quartering tells you I don't record the left, which is provably false on every measure, because I will literally be recording a live leftist organizing call at 8 p.m. Eastern time.
As a millionaire.
But that's a lie. He never went into debt. It's a lie. He lied to everyone.
I
And then
know.
he went and bought his saltwater aquarium and his RC car and 3 more Rolex watches.
Listen.
And it's like, listen, eventually somebody is going to start like keeping track of this shit like they do with Phil and like exposing your lies, Jeremy.
Yeah.
And then you're going to be f***ed, bro.
You know what? Yeah, the Rolex shit is insane. By the way, yeah, he was just recently caught searching Rolexes. Buddy, enough of the Rolexes. You buy a nice watch and you buy maybe two, three watches.
I think he has 2 or 3 dozen Rolex watches.
Dozen, yeah. Like you need that much fucking.
He's like covering both arms, like shoulder to fucking wrist, in Rolex watches.
Yeah,
and, it's crazy.
And you know, I'm working with Rumble on some other possible stuff, but you know,
what does Rumble want from you? You're boring and you're fucking shit. What the fuck is he gonna do? A skit show? Is he gonna do a fucking like what? Like what are you? You have no talent. You read.
He has said that he has 21 Rolex watches.
Stop right
now.
21.
I don't want to hear about.
That's absurd. 21 Rolex watches. Just sell the fucking Rolexes, bro. Just fucking sell them. 21. That's like if I had 21 expensive purses. Do you guys know how many expensive purses I have? I do have a expensive purse. I have one. I have a Louis Vuitton purse that I bought years ago. It's actually a really great purse, and I actually really do love it, and I beat the shit out of that purse, and I love it. But I have one expensive purse, and the one expensive purse that I have is nowhere near the cost of a single fucking Rolex. 21 fucking Rolexes? Holy shit.
Money from this guy.
Sell them.
Yes, sell 18 of them.
Very, very stressful. I have a lot of staff, and
what do you mean you have a lot of staff? What do you mean you have a lot of staff, dude?
What?
For what? You make 5 videos a day and you do a live.
Hey, we got Wild over on Rumble gifted a subscription. Congratulations to Horseshoes Hand Grenades. No, there is not a better person to get a gifted subscription on Rumble than Horseshoe Hand Grenades. Appreciate you, bro.
Stream. Why do you need massive amounts of staff? It's all just vanity.
Oh, that's Alex Jones,
and it's
too?
not like you're paying them, bro. How much
Mm.
are you paying these? Like, this is the thing, right? If he's gonna make this our responsibility, he has a responsibility to us to crack open his books and say, this is how much I'm paying Melanie Mack. This is how much I'm paying Lucas. This is how much I'm paying the writer. This is how much I'm paying the editor. And we need to, you know, reach goals in order to pay them. And this is how much my personal expenditures are. This is how much I'm spending on my mortgage. This is how much I'm spending. Because at a certain point, it's like you can't just make your personal problems our problem. There's so much money flowing in. Where is it all going? And I'm flexing the Cybertruck, I'm flexing the watches, I'm flexing the aquarium, but there's no.
Listen, bro, I don't know the answer to your question, if I'm being honest. And I know I'm supposed to be a professional about this stuff, but I don't know why it's more on Rumble than it is here. I don't know. I have no fucking idea. But I appreciate it, and thank you for doing that.
Money for Melanie Mack, and Melanie is going to starve, guys. Melanie is going to be in a cardboard box on the side of the fucking road, and it's going to be your fault. And we're just fighting the good fight against the SJW menace, and this is ridiculous.
And Ash, okay, so this guy in chat, Bible Black Extremist, yikes, what a username. But he says this, and it's exactly what I was thinking. The man is addicted to the lifestyle. You can't help him. These sorts of people will spend themselves back into poverty chasing the life. It's like a gambling addiction.
Mm-hmm.
It's like with Ralph. When he made all those thousands, he just spends it all immediately. Like immediately. Or Phil.
But you know what? That's fine. That's their business.
Yeah.
What I don't like is when they make it other people's fucking business. And it's just crazy when we're witnessing you flexing exorbitant wealth beyond anybody's wildest dreams for being a YouTube news article reader.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Exactly.
And then you're being like, I don't know where the money is going to come from. I have anxiety. You can't do both. You can't.
been dealing with the stress in a healthy manner. Now I am.
Wow.
And
What does that mean?
What's the healthy manner? Tell us.
What does that mean? And no one cares. No one cares.
I'm hoping that
But,
will do.
you know, the guy said, right, he did like a big fundraiser for his cookbook, I believe it was. And he, oh no, it was for his studio. And he diverted all the funds into his cookbook grift. Like he's multiple times, multiple times this guy has raised money, from my understanding, to renovate his studio, to upgrade it, to make it so that he can have guests that come over like Tim Pool has.
Sure.
And every single time he's pocketed the money or diverted it to another grift with zero transparency whatsoever. We don't have access to his cookbook sales or how much it costs to produce the cookbook or his coffee business and the expense. We just have to trust him that money that he raised for a specific purpose now went to something completely different because it was necessary for the business.
What?
And it's crazy, dude.
You can't do that.
The cookbook. Wow.
Isn't that like scamming? That's like a soft scam, I think.
And you know what? If it
actually
doesn't,
bullshit, but he gets away with it because the reality is he is actually even more boring than Darkside Phil, to where it's impossible to A-log or hold him accountable because it requires watching his content, which is impossible.
Wait, this is insane that you're saying this. Like, what? You can't do that. A Rumble quarter. I gotta see this.
They'll be like, "Oh, you didn't get the exact details 100% correct, so you're fucking lying, and you're a fucking piece of shit."
Listen. This has been real fun, but it is 3:15 in the morning, and I have 2 streams to do tomorrow and other stuff as well. And I'm getting a new computer in the morning, and I'm really excited. I'm getting basically the most blinged out fucking high-end MacBook Pro you can get with like their most expensive chip. And I'm really excited about it because I haven't had a new computer in like years. I have beat the shit out of my current MacBook Pro. And basically like the fan on this computer is dying. I was telling Victor, I'm like, my computer is going to eat it at any minute because the fan isn't even working anymore. The computer is hot as fuck. This is why my video freezes all the time on the stream, because the fan on the computer broke. And so I was like, man, time for a new fucking computer. And so I'm getting like the most like advanced fucking MacBook delivered right to my door tomorrow morning, and I'm so excited about it. I haven't had a new computer in years, and it's going to be awesome. Yeah, well, yeah, it's way overheating. I'm just like I don't care anymore. Like there's so many things wrong with this computer. I've had this computer for about 5 years. I got this computer 5 years ago. Listen, I beat the shit out of computers. This MacBook has served me well. It's time for a new one, and that new one is arriving tomorrow, and it's going to be awesome. So thank you guys. And listen, man, it's in no small part due to the support that I've gotten lately that I felt comfortable spending $3,000 on a computer, because like that's a big purchase for me, man. So I appreciate all the support I've gotten lately. I appreciate all the new supporters. I appreciate all the super chats. Just know your money is well spent on getting myself a computer that I can actually stream from, and it'll be awesome. It'll be awesome. So I appreciate you guys. I will be back tomorrow at 5 p.m. We're going to be watching some Mark Bray tomorrow at 5 p.m. with the Anti-Fascist Handbook. So we're going to do some of his stuff, and then we're going to do a spy stream at 8 p.m. And yeah, like no computer, no streams. It's a necessary expense. That's exactly right. It's also a tax write-off. That is also right. Yeah, you guys are doing mutual aid. We're doing mutual aid on this channel to get me a new fucking computer. Hey, I appreciate it. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for spamming the Quartering's comments and telling him he done fucked up. And we go back to the real stuff tomorrow, and we will do serious content at 5 p.m. Eastern time. I hope you guys will subscribe to the channel. I hope you will mount the like button on the way out the door, and I'll see you in the AM or the PM, whatever. Okay, guys, have a good one. Bye.
How are you feeling? How long have you been here?
3 months, May 17th.
And what brought you?
That's difficult to answer.
Eventually resulted in your being here in the hospital.
That's difficult to answer.